Oh. Yo, it's HenryResilient, I'm here to spill the tea. Streaming all the drama, got eyes on the scene. Exposed to the truth, yeah, I'm calling them out. Power Ranger secrets, no shadow of a doubt. Cameron Ashley, she played the Yellow Ranger. Raised cash for her movies, and now she's a stranger. Any global funds, straight up disappeared. Says left hanging, dreams interfere. Walter Josie was Zach on the street. Stole money from a fan, man, that's just a scene. Often same job with Ranger in the fray. PvP loans to cash and rental.
HenryResilient, I'm shining the light. Streaming the drama, I'm ready to fight. Power Ranger secrets, I'm bringing the heat. Exposing the lights, can't handle defeat.
I'm on the watch, yeah, I got my eyes wide. If they mess up, there's nowhere to hide. Karen Walter Austin's all in the mix, but I'm resilient, steady catching these tricks. From ego schemes to PvP lies, I'm the truth teller. I'm covering the disguise. Science deserves better, they deserve the facts. And HenryResilient got their backs. I'm on the grind every day, every night. Streaming the truth, keeping it tight. Rangers in the wrong, they better beware. Cameras on the case, justice in the air.
HenryResilient, I'm shining the light. Streaming the drama, I'm ready to fight. Power Ranger secrets, I'm bringing the heat. Exposing the lies, can't handle defeat.
From the moving grid to the real life scandal, I'm the truth bringer, too hard to handle. Karen took the funds, Walter took the cash, Austin took the loans, all in a flash. I'm resilient, yeah, it's in my name. Exposing the lies, it's more than a game. Power Rangers legacy, I'm holding it tight. For the fans out there, I'm bringing the light.
HenryResilient, I'm shining the light. Streaming the drama, I'm ready to fight. Power Ranger secrets, I'm bringing the heat. Exposing the lies, can't handle defeat.
What?
Yeah. 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 Yo, HenryResilient, think you got clout. Talking about bustin', but you got no route. Smearing his name, what's your game? Your weak ass streams are straight up lame. Friends on the mic, yeah, I'm calling you out. Austin St. John's with his raps about. You think you're tough with your keyboard crew, but real talk, you don't have a clue. You mess with my friend, now you mess with me. Your viewers are blind, they just can't see. Austin did nothing, he's a legend, bro. Or you're just another washed up show.
Prince here to defend, gonna set it straight. HenryResilient, you're just second rate. Austin St. John's got the power, you see. While you're just a hater with a lame ass stream.
You sit on your throne, acting so bold, but your content's trash, it's getting old. I'm done with your lies, your toxic chat. Bread's stepping up and I'm dropping facts. Austin's a hero, he saved the day, while you're just here trying to ride his wave. Think you're resilient, man, you're just fake. All you do.
Step in the zone, it's HenryResilient. Truth in his name, got that fighter's resilience. Ninja moves slick like the grape juice vibe. Potato salad goals, bringing flavor to the tribe. Power Ranger swag, hustling his style. Thuggy up the beat, gotta fight for a while. Serving justice hot like pancakes stacked high. Yellow Ranger floaties, watch him soar and fly. Rise from the shadows, bring the truth right back. Falcon punch the whales, put the criminals on track. Juice the clan song, hear the music roar. Henry in the mix, always ready for more. Back in the day, he was lost the night. Now he's the beacon, shining just as bright. Fools tripping on lies, but why these from the facts? Blue skies above, got his friends on the wax. With each step forward, with these breaking the mold. The relentless warrior with the heart made of gold. Dance to the rhythm, let your spirit ignite. Henry Resilient, he's ready to fight. Rise from the shadow, bring the truth right back. Falcon punch the whales, put the criminals on track. Choose the clan song, hear the music roar. Henry in the mix, always ready for more. Let's go, let's rise up, we ain't backing down. Henry's on the hustle, taking over the town. With straight up flavor and a crew by his side. Truth-seeking ninja with nowhere to hide. Rise from the shadow, bring the truth right back. Falcon punch the whale, put the criminals on track. Choose the clan song, hear the music roar. Henry in the mix, always ready for more.
Alright, let's just do this and then we'll get started. I gotta check something.
I can show you the weed. Light it, inhale it, puff it. Tell me, Christine, now when did you last let your wallet decide?
Hold on.
I can open your cheeks, take you front or backwards, over, sideways, and under on a dirty carpet ride. A whole new deal.
Sorry, I'm
A place to rest, a bed to keep me going. A whole new deal. You help the grid while I'm here loving you at night.
Unbelievable smoke, indescribable feeling, huffing, puffing, free balling through an endless dragon's eye. Unbelievable sights, indescribable feeling, huffing, puffing, free balling through an endless dragon's eye.
A whole new deal.
Don't you dare close your mouth.
100,000.
Hold your breath, it gets better. Heads like a shooting star. Won't go too far. I can't come home where I used to live.
A whole new deal.
Every turn a surprise.
With new horizons.
Every moment red letter.
I'll smoke it anywhere with cash to spare. Let me share this whole new deal with you. A whole new deal.
A whole new deal.
That's where we'll be.
That's where we'll be.
A thrilling change.
A wondrous place.
For you and me.
HenryResilient, hero in disguise with Power Rangers bright. Ninja moves, he's sliding through the shadows. Grape soda, fizzing pancakes, flipping high. Juice squad standing by, whale songs in the sky. Hit him, Kirk! Henry's got the rhythm, gonna let it flow. Go ninja, go! Let's start the show. Liquid beats crashing, drum and bass on the rise. Henry's here to mesmerize. Power Rangers in the night. Ninja stealth, it's out of sight. Choose a squad, whales in their mind. Feel the beat ignite. Hit him, Kirk! Henry's got the rhythm, gonna let it flow. Go ninja, go! Let's start the show.
What is today? Wednesday. Okay. Today is Wednesday. I think we got some good topics today. I gotta make sure I got my palette cleanse openers. Okay, I think we are Gucci. Hold on. Okay. All right, I'm just going through all my tabs. All right. I think the elephant in the room is, unless you're living under a rock, the topic that has taken over every social media space today is the death of Charlie Kirk. Now, I'm not into politics. I don't talk about politics. I didn't vote. Everyone knows this. But, you know, a life was taken today. I don't even know how to like broach this subject. Like you think, hold on, give me a second. You think you would never live to see something like this. Like this is something that happened like way back in the day, to like when there was like no security. Oh man, all this stuff, right? But here we are today. Political activists, right? Let's just say political activists. Charlie Kirk was literally shot, practically dead. Now, I did post a video of what happened in Discord. I can't show it live, but let's take a look at what happened. Now, I can describe what happened because I've seen the video. Don't worry, this is blurred out if you actually saw it. So Charlie Kirk is at what, Utah University or something, some university in Utah, giving a speech or talking to the students. And right here, he gets shot literally like in the neck, right? In the neck. They said he was at BYU. He gets shot in the neck. Now, if you know anything about your neck, the arteries, your carotid artery, it takes about 7 seconds. If you get cut in your carotid artery, you getting shot. Utah Valley University, according to Chad. All right, so boom. He gets shot. He collapsed.
Go, run. Counting or not counting gang violence? Great.
What the fuck?
Now, this guy that right here you're gonna learn, he was released. All right, this guy is not the shooter. Kirk was speaking from a pop-up tent on campus when shots rang out, sending thousands of spectators in the pack. Yeah, dog, you hard pressed to catch me at any event that's crowded like this, especially outdoors, outside of a concert.
You guys okay? Okay, love you. Be safe.
I don't like large crowds.
Okay, be safe. Apparently, there's been a shooting. I don't know who's been shot. We are here live at Utah Valley State University. I don't know if that was shots or if that was fireworks.
Bro, that was a shot. Now, here we go right here.
All right, we've just been listening to Utah officials, including Governor Spencer Cox, talk about the assassination of Charlie Kirk. A bit of confusion there for many of us covering this and the press as well that was gathered, because the head of the FBI director, Kash Patel, put out a post on X just before this news conference saying that the subject of the shooting, I'm going to read it here, the subject for the horrific shooting today that took the life of Charlie Kirk is now in custody. Now, it was unclear from the news conference who exactly was in custody, but later later the governor saying there was a person of interest in custody, and later a police officer saying that they're trying to sort of connect the dots right now. I do want to bring in our national law enforcement and intelligence correspondent, Tom Winter. Tom, look, things are very fluid. This just happened a few hours ago. It was an assassination from long range. It was planned out from what we've heard. There was a suspect in dark clothing, they believe, seen on closed circuit TV at Utah Valley University.
Now, unfortunately, or coincidentally, he was talking about mass shootings or trans people conducting mass shootings. I guess it was 5 guys. And boom, literally mid-sentence gets shot in the neck.
The question now is, it seemed like the FBI director went a little further than officials in Utah were comfortable with. Do you think this is an issue of semantics, or they have the man they were looking for?
Yeah, it's an issue of semantics, Tom. And according to our colleague Mike Cosner, who is talking to the top of the FBI tonight, there is growing confidence that the individual identified by officials in Utah as a person of interest that they now have in custody is, in fact, the person they believe could be the shooter in this. So to just break down the semantics briefly, sometimes they don't want to call somebody a suspect for certain legal reasons in their ability to question and their ability to talk to that person. So that could be at play here. In addition to that, they want to make sure that they can match up the evidence that they've recovered and seen so far to this person before officially calling them a suspect. Right? But right now they have a real good feeling that the person they think is responsible for this assassination, they do have, in fact, in custody.
The governor's saying they're going to look for anybody that may be connected to the shooting, but they don't believe that there was a second person involved in the shooting, that the shooter likely was on the roof of the building about 200 yards away from where Charlie Kirk was speaking.
200 yards, guys. God damn, it's an assassination.
Long-range rifle, able to hit Charlie Kirk somewhere in the neck or the chest, killing him in front of a crowd of thousands that had gathered at this university there in Utah. I guess my next question to you is, they were talking about the security there. The police officer that was in charge, I think it was the chief of police, they're saying they had numerous officers. Clearly, in hindsight, not enough, but also the person who had planned this out maybe had thought a little more than others had there, and was intent on killing Charlie Kirk even from very far away.
I mean, there becomes a point for these university officials, for people at these high-profile institutions. I mean, do we just go to Secret Service protection for every single major?
No. I think what's going to end up happening is when you have these political candidates, maybe like your Candace Owens, or people of that stature speaking at universities, it's all going to be done inside like an auditorium, and it's going to be metal detectors. It's going to be more secure as opposed to in a tent outside. And he wasn't, I don't think he required Secret Service. He's not an elected official, right? I don't think he's an elected official. So what type of security would he have as just a, how did they describe him? Political activist and author, like.
Right. Because that's the type of thing that you're seeing. And by the way, we still had 2 attempted assassinations on then candidate Donald Trump, now President Donald Trump, and he did have Secret Service protection, as we well know. If this individual was some measurements 500 feet, some 200 yards away with a semi-automatic rifle, that is not a particularly difficult shot for somebody that would have planned for this, would have had access to the weapon to be able to conduct what they were able to conduct today.
We should clear up something, too, that officials cleared up as well. There was a lot of video and initial report that the suspect was in custody early on, and there was social media video of an elderly man who had been handcuffed. Police now saying that person has been arrested. They are not connected.
I mean, I don't know why people would blame Trump for this.
To the shooting, at least not right now, but they were arrested for obstruction of justice.
Yes, that's George Zinn. This is an individual, according to publicly available documents and records, and what officials said at the press conference is somebody who they have had interactions with before, a well-known local protester.
I mean, I can see why he felt like he didn't need security if he's been traveling on like some college campus tour. Yeah. Nothing else has happened. Why go through security?
But again, we want to be clear. There's no indication this individual had anything to do with what is now being described by officials there as a political assassination. What that person's role is, whether or not they'll ultimately go through the trial process, we'll see. Presumably, they'll profess their innocence as well.
I want to.
Now, if we keep going,
This is a dark day for our.
It 100% was a political assassination. I understand he wasn't an elected official yet. but he had so much momentum. People were literally saying he would be like a next presidential candidate. Because one, he's young and he had the youth. He had the youth behind him. Love him or hate him, he did have a large political following.
Our state, it's a tragic day for our nation. And I want to be very clear that this is a political assassination. We are celebrating 200.
I know, like, you know, his kids were in the audience, right? Now, I get it, guys. Not everyone is probably going to agree with him. And apparently some people think he's racist. And some people have taken to social media to even go as far as to celebrate his death, which I think is despicable.
150 years of the founding of this great nation. That founding document, the Declaration of Independence, that this great experiment on which we embarked together 250 years ago, that we are endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights. The first one of those is life. And today, a life was taken. Charlie Kirk was first and foremost a husband and a dad to 2 young children.
I think that's where people get lost. They lose their humanity for a person just because they have a different opinion.
It has become an all too familiar scene. Young people running for their lives from the sound of gunfire. But this wasn't a mass shooting on campus. Instead, it appears to be a politically motivated assassination. Conservative pundit Charlie Kirk was shot today while speaking to a crowd of college students.
Trump said the great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart of the youth in the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me. And now he is no longer with us. Melania and sympathies go out to his beautiful wife, Erica, and family. Charlie, we love you. Now, believe it or not, this is immortalized Charlie Kirk.
And President Trump says his longtime friend and ally has died. Thanks for joining us in David Ono.
I'm Giovanna Lotta. You're watching Eyewitness News at 4, live on ABC 7, Hulu, and wherever you stream. We start with the latest on Charlie Kirk's death. A person of interest is now in custody.
Kirk was talking to students at Utah Valley University in Orem about gun violence when he was struck by a single bullet. That person of interest taken into custody a short time ago. They are now being questioned by police. The 31-year-old Kirk was a controversial conservative ally of President Trump. In the wake of the shooting, the Secret Service announcing the president is now receiving the highest level of protection. And we have team coverage on this story, and we start with Eyewitness News reporter Sophie Flay.
David, Utah Governor Spencer Cox was saying in a press conference that there is a person of interest in custody that they are currently questioning, saying that person of interest is wearing all black and seen on campus surveillance footage. The governor calling Charlie Kirk's death a political assassination.
This is a dark day.
All right, we saw this. Now here is what some of the people are posting about his, I guess, message to black kids, if you will.
I have the black community gotten poorer since the passage of the Civil Rights Act? Tell me that.
Because of the way the culture has been perpetuated through the years.
Hold on. Think about it. Why is it that black America has gotten richer on average, poorer on average, since America passed all these anti-racist laws?
I can't answer that.
Okay, yeah. So do you think the fact that 70% of black youth don't have a dad around is probably pretty important?
That's because of the culture.
So respectfully allow me to interject. How does the white culture impact the fact whether or not a black dad stays around when he impregnates a woman?
I'm not saying it's the white culture.
What is it?
The culture that has been perpetuated through the 200 years of slavery, the 100 years of segregation, and Jim Crow laws.
The marriage. So I got to
Is he racist, guys? I don't know. All my political people in here, racist, yes or no?
Interject again. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt too much. But in 1960, before the Civil Rights Act, 20% of black youth had a dad around. Now it's, 20% were single fathers, 80% had a dad around. It's been inverted. So we actually have seen black dads run away from their kids the last 60
Wait, how can you be racist here or there? You're either racist or you ain't, right?
years. Why is that?
Because of the raised incarceration rates, because of the perpetuated culture.
So how does one go to jail?
That's obvious. I'm not answering that question.
Yeah, so maybe it's because they committed crimes. The Holocaust was 80 years ago. Half of all the Jews on the planet were killed. Everything they earned was taken. Jews are doing great. They're the wealthiest subgroup, racial group or ethnic group in America. If all of a sudden something...
Yes, guys, I am fatherless. I'm cherry picking Charlie Kirk videos, dude. I posted what came up.
Happened 80 years ago impacts your material prosperity. How did Jews defy the curve? How did poor Asians do so well? Why is it that Asians are now the wealthiest minority in America, many of whom came with no money in the 1950s or 60s? Why have black...
Is there another one? Hold on, I gotta like screen these because some of them, but there go the wife and kids, guys. For some people who may just see them as political. I'm not showing that. There's the guy that was in custody that is no longer in custody. There is someone celebrating.
I'm not saying she deserves.
Like, this is despicable, man. Like, could you imagine?
Did, but I'm saying God's time.
When you've been manifesting it for it to happen, but it ends up happening to Charlie Kirk. Like, what the fuck?
In which a
shooting is always right.
This is America. Charlie Kirk was just shot at Utah event. People are selling. I'm telling you,
it's an evil world we live in.
Hold on.
Shooting like this happens.
Yeah, and again, I emphasize what you just emphasized. We don't know any of the full details of this. That we don't know if this.
Damn, they put the shooter as a supporter of him. Charlie Kirk's last words were about preaching peace and less gang violence and people wishing death on him. It is truly sick.
I saw Charlie Kirk get shot. He collapsed in his seat. He fell over to the side. He was carried off. He had blood on his arms. He had blood on his shirt. He was dragged off and carried out of the venue.
Shit.
There was a gunshot that rang out.
You okay?
I'm not okay. I saw someone get shot today.
Dumb question.
I saw
Charlie talking about black people's dads, but his dad obviously taught him the consequences of watching your mouth. See, I'm not too familiar with what he said. What did he say that he deserved to be shot for? Can anyone like link me something where he said something that he deserved to be shot in Utah? Or point me to a video? But Obama, but thank you though, Dominic, man. Appreciate you.
Look at my African.
Whoops.
Henry, thank you so much.
Obama said, "We don't yet know what motivated the person who shot and killed Charlie Kirk, but this kind of despicable violence has no place in democracy. Michelle and I will be praying for Charlie's family tonight, especially his wife, Erica, and their 2 young children." Damn, dog. As a father, think about what his kids, like think about the kids. Right here. What they do? Nothing. But hey, man, you got people celebrating your father's death. We know he's out of here. We saw Trump's statement. I can't show that. We must all pray for Charlie Kirk, who has been shot. A great guy from top to bottom. God bless him. But there you go. I think some people have no sympathy for him, and some people are like, hey, F him. I could search it. Like, what could you say that possibly deserved death? Just type it in the chat. What could someone say? To say, hey, because you said this, we're gonna take your life, and why you speaking? I don't know. Maybe I'm different. Every president showed condolences. Yeah, I mean, eventually it's gonna get politicized. What are people gonna say? Democrats gonna ask for more gun control. And what Republicans gonna say? Thoughts and prayers. I really don't know, guys. Don't look to me for your political advice or for political takes. A school gets shot up today too. Yeah. Yeah. I think I saw the school shooting, but nothing right now is eclipsing this assassination at Utah. There's no news that more people are talking about than Charlie Kirk getting assassinated. But let me know in the comment section. I see a lot of celebrities are crashing out over Charlie Kirk getting shot. As talking about, hey, they happy it happened. Now, me, I don't know what type of person you got to be to celebrate the death of someone who has a different opinion than you. No place. But let me know. See you in the next video. Peace. God damn. I don't know, man. Not a good look for America today. There we go. Not a good look. I like you got to think about it, right? Imagine me just getting clapped at a university because someone don't like my opinion. I'm sure some people will probably be celebrating. And some people probably would not. But anywho, let's get into it. This is all my save stuff. Anything good over here? Oh yeah. This was stuff I was supposed to cover, but I never got around to it. I just never got around to it. All right. Anyway, let's get a palette cleanse up in this bitch. I think we need one. I think a palette cleanse would be most appreciated. I'm over here going through all my old stuff on saved on TikTok. All right. What the fuck is this?
Want more? I'll give you more. Hey, do you guys remember when The Rock collaborated with Ozembra on colonizing all of fucking Maui?
All right. I don't know why I clicked on that. All right, I do got some palette cleansers for y'all asses. Let's just get some openers. Just to lighten the mood. Just to lighten the mood, man. This shit heavy. Or it's heavy for me. You know? Oh shit. So many stories, man. It's just, I don't know. It was like a big news day today. Big news. Shout out to Javier with the boom boom boom. I don't know, is Javi watching? Oh shit. I got messages also. Shout out to Boom Boom Boom, Super Sentai. Oh man, I had a great story. Hold on, what is this? People sending me. What is this?
And that's why I think this United story and the DEI story hits so hard, because we've all been in the back of a plane when the turbulence hits, or when you're flying through a storm and you're like, I'm so glad I saw the guy with the right stuff and the square jaw get into the cockpit before we took off. And I feel better now thinking about that.
No, I mean, like, you want to go thought crime? Like, I'm sorry, if I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
Holy shit. I mean, even that, right? Even that. Does that mean he should die?
Well, that's the you wouldn't have done that. You wouldn't have. You wouldn't have done that.
I mean, I don't want to get into like DI stuff. You want me to play that clip?
That's not an immediate.
No, you wouldn't have done that before.
That's not who I am.
And that's why I think this United story and the DEI story hits so hard, because we've all been in the back of a plane when the turbulence hits, or when you're flying through a storm and you're like, I'm so glad I saw the guy with the right stuff and the square jaw get into the cockpit before we took off. And I feel better now thinking about that.
No, I mean, like, you want to go thought crime? Like, I'm sorry, if I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
When was this recorded?
Well, that's the you wouldn't have done that. You wouldn't have. You wouldn't have done that before.
That's not an immediate.
No, you wouldn't have done that before.
That's not who I am.
All right, so he wants the black guy to be qualified, and I guess this was what during the DEI movement, where everyone was promoting diversity and inclusion. I don't know. Is that something worthy of dying over?
Nope.
All right, palate cleanse time. Like, Jesus, the show is too heavy. It's way too heavy for me. Way too heavy. Let me try to lighten it up.
Japanese version of the White Ranger was a 9-year-old little weirdo. First of all, in case you didn't know, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was adapted from a Japanese series called Kyoru Sentai Ranger. Saban combined all those cool costumes and robots.
I know it is hella heavy, dog. Like, I look, trust me, when I was putting together this stream, I was like, damn.
With new footage of young American actors, that formula proved to be a huge hit. But by the end of the first season, that well was running dry. So we cannibalized parts of a different Sentai series, Gosei Sentai Ranger, to use in season 2. That's why the team got those new Thunder Swords. And also why Tommy, after losing his powers twice as the Green Ranger, came back as the White Ranger. By the way, that was the only costume pulled from Ranger. The rest stayed the same. Now, the secret identity of Ranger's White Ranger, called Kiba Ranger, stay with me, was a 9-year-old boy named Ko.
All right. Ironically, 9-year-old boy named Ko. Shout out to Ko. Ko, was that you? But what do you guys think? The White Ranger being a little kid that was a dick?
Who, when we first meet him, honks.
I can't, man. I can't. I think that it's just off today. Ironically, we'll be covering this today. So let's get into the topics. I gotta get a laugh somewhere. I can't get a laugh there. Maybe we get a laugh here. Watch the screen. Maybe we get a laugh here.
On the train to come home, and oh my god, what is that on my? Is my eyelash hanging off? Oh my god, right. Me and Am got on the train to come home.
I do not like women with these big ass eyelashes.
And oh my god, what is that on my? Is my eyelash hanging off?
I agree.
Oh my god, right.
I'm not even gonna hold you, Dynamite Dennis. I agree. It's not every day someone get assassinated on top of a school shooting. It's like it's just one of those days, man. She too dusty.
Me and Am got on the train to come home.
I mean, she got the cake face, you know what I'm saying? Face beat.
And oh my god, what is that on my?
She got braces, so she trying to, I guess, get a better smile.
Is my eyelash hanging off?
Ooh. Holy shit. Oh man. Oh man.
Oh my god.
Hey, I see Allison out here. She said, "Hey Henry, looking good."
Henry, thank you so much.
Hey,
Love of my life.
Appreciate you, Allison. How you doing? What concert we at this week? Where we out at? What would you do, Allison, if you had a spider crawling on your face? Like this woman.
Right. Me and Am got on the train to come home. And
like,
oh my god, what is that on?
How does a big ass spider crawl in your eyelash and you didn't fucking notice?
Is my eyelash hanging off?
And this is not like some app, I don't think, right? This is not an app. Like a filter.
Oh my god, right. Me and Am got on the train to come home. And oh my god, what is that on my?
Holy shit. All right. We got like a little laugh there. Shout out to all the married ninjas out here, man. Trying to clap your wife's cheeks and shit. I don't miss this. Now, fortunately, I never had a dry marriage, but I understand that it happens to most guys. With kids, that shit be like dry up on your ass. Hold on. Y'all missed it. All right. Listen closely.
Kids are asleep?
Yes, give me. What do you want?
What?
Why were you waiting here?
Just wanted to say good job
And
and maybe ask if we could have a quickie.
how quick?
I'll lay $100 on the floor, and by the time you're done picking it up, I'll be done.
What the fuck?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
You paying to clap your wife's cheeks?
And you get to keep the money.
Deal.
Kids are.
Bro. You couldn't pay me to get married. You cannot pay me to get married. It just ain't in me. It ain't in me. It's just not in me. I'm free to where if I got to do this, I might as well just go find another person. But yeah, this is not a victory, guys. I see ninjas taking notes. This is sad. This is negotiations with your wife for sex.
Sleep?
Yes.
He happy because look, when you have kids, the only time you can clap your wife's cheeks is when the kids are asleep or gone. That's it. Rarely do you find a woman who gonna let you clap while your kid in the next room playing.
What do you want?
What?
Why were you
Now I get it. It's a skit. They got microphones right here.
waiting here?
Just wanted to say good job
And
and maybe ask if we could have a quickie.
how quick?
Like, what do you mean? How quick, bitch? Until I finish. Ugh. Oh.
I'll lay $100 on the floor, and by the time you're done picking it up, I'll be done.
Damn, you would think she would want to do them too, right?
And you get to keep the money.
Deal.
Deal. $100 to have sex with my husband.
Gotta get my bag and run.
What? The older you get, the more you plan it. Look, man. Any woman I deal with sexually, I'm like Marshawn Lynch. When they see me, they know why I'm there.
Kids are asleep.
Bro, he might as well just go get a prostitute. But anyway,
Nope.
Sorry. All right, anyway, man, let's keep it going, man. The vibe is so down with this Charlie Kirk stuff, man. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to recover. Truly a sad day for America. Here is money, Henry, not to the spot fund. Hey, man, thank you, dog. I appreciate it, man. Recon and Blake can nag, bish.
Oh, it even has a sound. It goes nag, 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 bitch, bitch.
Oh, man. You know, after a while, though, most marriages, women just get tired of fucking their husband. Go interview some married woman. Go do it. Go do it. And if they honest, they'll tell you. It's not they don't like sex, they just get tired of having sex with their husband. Shout out to Andrew Swaney who says, "Hey Henry, as always, hope your week's going well, man. Can't be on long. Can't be on long. Work is going to be busy 5 days in a row. God damn, man. I hope you are slowed down after project. 100% completion is in October. I think the date is like the 12th or something. Is it 12? No. I have to check my calendar, but it's like the 5th. Right now, we just going through the punch list, like all the things with the construction project. Like it's finished, but you have a punch list and you go through and say, hey, this is broke. These are all things they need to do. The contractor need to do in order for us to say project complete. So that's where we're at. Just a punch list. It's just like a bunch of minor fixes. But thank you, man. Appreciate you. Just had a board meeting too the other day. It was good, productive. Don't put this on the floor. Bro, man. Bro. What's the difference, man? If you have to pay your wife $100 for sex, what's the difference between that and a prostitute. What's the difference? So much stuff I want to talk to y'all about dating, but I think it just may. Yeah, it's called a punch list. Yeah, also called a punch list. Yeah, and that's what we're going through, Allison, the punch list. And as they make the corrections, we got to go and inspect it, make sure it's fixed. So there's that. I forgot. I gotta order like $70,000 worth of product tomorrow. So I'll be forgetting. I'll be forgetting. Like it was some stuff that I forgot about that I had to do. Someone said Santa Slay. Talk it, man. Y'all trust me. You don't want me to. I can't talk about my outlook on relationships. It's not normal. And I think most of my audience is normal. I know I am the boss where I work. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm here to serve y'all, not talk about my 9 to 5. All right, let's see it. You think Santa Slay bring the gifts heading into my union meeting right now? But we'll listen. Yeah, man, we got union negotiations coming up too. God damn. Oh man, bro. Oh man. Hey, anyone in the union out here? Put a 1 if you in the union. Just trying to see. I'm not in the union. Put a 1 if you're part of a union. I know Donald Nevitt, he's part of a union. Anyone else outside of Donald Nevitt part of a union? Alucard part of a union. Okay. Just y'all two. Aerostream, not a union. Aerostream said he wish. Aerostream wish. Calypso got a gift from Dust. Hey, what's up, Dust? I guess Dust got a Rican interview coming up. It's funny how life come at you fast. Remember, he was just saying this,
It's fuck Dust for life. So this is about Dust being an asshole. And he got nothing else better to do than to troll people and cause real problems.
Oh, man. Shout out to Dust, man. Thank you, Doug. I appreciate it.
I got money.
Fake friend Dust. The fakest. He released what happened in the clock tower. All right, man. Let's go through the topics. Oh, we got to bring the gifts.
Back, front, back. We're gonna speed this up. If you're not comfortable with popping your ass, all I want is your hands. Boom, 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 boom. But if you can, get in that shit. Come on, 4, 3, good, 2. We call it the ribbit walk. You go ribbit, 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 ribbit. Staying low, lifting and dropping that ass. If you have no space, stay in place and lift up those legs. Santa Slay, you go Santa Slay, bring the gifts. Santa Slay, bring the gifts. Santa Slay, bring the gifts. Santa Slay, bring the gifts from the top.
Yeah.
Hit that link, motherfucker. You's a bitch. Yeah, ain't nobody jealous of nobody, nigga. I'm calling you out. You a bitch. I own all of your channels.
Like, I could invite you, but would you come?
Oops.
What's up, my bestie? Let's play a game. Who else is gonna get banned in the Henryverse?
Yo. Oh man, Rican is not jealous, bro. Rican just thinks about me every goddamn day, dog. Every day. All right, so let's go through the topics real quick, man. Let's go through them real quick. And we probably just gonna start hitting these topics. Like dumb fast. I think, do I got another one? Oh no.
You are the glory hole of the grid, boo.
He literally stole my diss song, put it in AI, and said it was his.
Suck my dick.
My daddy's so awesome. He's so awesome. He's so cool.
All right.
Some guy was slinging meat.
Let another white dragon.
Day one, no more.
All right. Anyway, I got to update the soundboard among some other things. Rican fantasy for Henry. Who else do we think? Like, bro, what is this?
Because he wanted to fuck you up the ass. He wanted to fuck your ass.
Bro, I can't escape it. Anywho, what topics we got? All right, so Lord Drakkon. What happened? Why did it not come to fruition? This is the main event. This is the story that I prepped, researched, got y'all the real deal of why it didn't happen. Not the narrative that Aaron Schonke keeps trying to purport, because he wasn't a part of it. He has no idea. Or maybe he has some idea, but you know, it's Aaron and he hates Cal. So is Moses here? I don't see him in the chat. When Rican say it's morphin' time, he turned into Santa Slay. More money to Henry, not that whack spot for. Hey man, I appreciate it, dog.
Henry, thank you so much.
I appreciate it, dog. I just got my all donations go to the baby mama terrorist fund. Damn it, I was recording all this time. I heard Moses is in New York. I don't know where he at, dog. I don't be playing Where's Moses. But a la carte, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I think my Lord be knowing when I be streaming. They be like, "Oh, I saw you stream. Here go Bill." Okay, we got Blake Foster's new business venture. I think we just about to just go through all these right now. We have Steve Cardenas. Hide your mother freaking fracking wife. Hide your wife. Steve Cardenas is coming for your wife if he see her at a convention. And if you don't believe me, you need to talk to this guy right here.
Okay, so here's the story of how Rocky the Red Ranger tried to sleep with my wife.
Like what? Hell of an opening.
Okay, so here's the story of how Rocky the Red Ranger tried to sleep with my wife.
Bro, hey, he's so like nonchalant about this shit. Hey, I mean, when he's secure, yo, he like, oh yeah, he's secure. I know, right? And that's literally, I mean, I got like some dating stuff. I got some women spitting that game, which would be just palate cleansers. And oh man, this is a good one. Open link in new tab. This will fall under women. Do y'all want to hear this one right now since I got her up? Do you want to hear her right now? I got her up. Which story is probably the best? I think Drakkon is the most interesting. Steve Cardenas. I mean, Blake Foster is Blake Foster. We got more DMs coming out from him trying to. Allison said, "Play it." Allison be liking this ratchet shit. All right, only because Allison said play it. All right, here we go. That means maybe we should react to it. Put this on the father channel. Let me see. Give me a second. All right. Corey in the house. Who is Corey? All right. Sometimes I'm gonna be getting all the inside jokes. All right, here we go. This is a crazy story.
304 back in the day, and I used to hold in Tampa, Clearwater, Broward County, Overtown. I used to get motels out there, and my whole name was Giselle. This is when
I start selling pussy.
Y'all, do y'all know the last
Not Backpage. Shout out to all you Backpage ninjas.
Date I busted, he was a pastor. He came into my room big as the church he probably owned and laid on the bed and gave me a sermon, y'all. Pulled out a Bible and started reading me the word of God and then asked me to give him a hand job. Promise before God this happens, y'all.
Not the hand job. What are we in high school, man? If a woman ever offered me a hand job, one, I would never request one. But not a handy.
I don't have a problem telling y'all I used to be a 304 before I figured life out. Oh yeah, I used to sell this cat and it made me some good glorious money. Now
I don't want to hear nobody say shit.
This is nothing I wouldn't touch with anyone. I wouldn't touch this if my life depended on it. But she was selling that cat.
He gonna tell me the word of God and then whip his thing out, y'all. It was the size of a tater tot, small, shriveled.
God damn. Not a goddamn tater tot and a pastor. The Lord, man, working mysterious ways, dog. Maybe it was Pastor Tater Tot.
Just nasty looking. I remember he had a little pink condom. He put it on there and asked if I could give him a hand job. Y'all, I had to push his fupa back just to get the job done. That's why I stopped hoeing.
So in a roundabout way, Pastor Tater Tot got her to clean up her act, to not be out here hoeing. So this is a win, right? This is a win for the Lord. This is a win from God. Maybe it was a sign from God. God, man. Jesus. Look, man. If you a woman, it doesn't matter how you look. There will always be a guy in the market for you. Like, I get it. She may not be historically the most attractive, but Pastor Tater Tot was willing to pray with her, pay her for her hand services.
See, I was a 304 back in the day, and I used to hoe in Tampa, Clearwater, Broward County, Overtown. I used to get motels out there, and my hoe name was Giselle. This is when Backpage was a thing.
Backpage, oh God.
Y'all, do y'all know the last date I busted? He was a pastor. He came into my room big as the church he probably owned and laid on the bed and gave me a sermon, y'all. Pulled out a Bible.
What could he say? What could he say to make her want to do it? What sermon do you pull out before you paying a prostitute to jerk you off?
And started reading me the word of God and then asked me to give him a hand job. Promise before God this happens, y'all. I don't have a problem telling y'all I used to be a 304 before I figured life out. Oh yeah, I used to sell.
It's the easiest job in the world for a woman. It's the oldest job too.
This cat and it made me some good glorious money. Now he gonna tell me the word of God and then whip his thing out, y'all. It was the size of a tater tot, small, shriveled up, just nasty looking. I remember he had a little pink condom. He put it on there and asked if I could give him a hand job.
A fucking pink condom for a hand job, bro? You couldn't just make her wash her hands? Holy shit. Hey, man. Stay in your daughter's lives.
Y'all, I had to push his fupa back just to get the job done. That's why I stopped hoeing.
Bro. Stand the fupa. Whew, shout out to the men with fupas out here, man. But shit. I can't believe he paid her for a handy. That's down bad. I don't know why y'all think I would do it. This is nothing I would touch. But let me know what you guys think. Ugh. See you in the next video. Peace. His standards are in the gutter, bro. My standards are way up there. All right, let's get into Blake. We'll do Blake, Steve Cardenas, and then we'll talk about Drakkon, and then we'll get out of here. What the hell? What in the blue hell is a fupa? Here, I'm gonna show you. Let me see if I can find Belly Deli. Belly Deli. Let me see if I can find her with the fupa print. Fupa print go crazy. Maybe it's on TikTok. TikTok. Give me a second. I'm gonna show y'all. What the hell? TikTok down? Wait, what? TikTok is down?
Spotted 911, where's your emergency?
All right. Belly Deli? Fupa print. Let me see if I can find Fupa print. It's a certain video where a girl is glorifying her Fupa print. Fupa print. I can't find it. I can't find the lady with the Belly Deli. Like, oh man, Belly. Hold on. I can't find it. Oh man. It don't matter. CGA. Sorry, y'all. I'll let y'all down. I'll let you down. I see people going in on me in the chat. We'll just do Fupa Print go crazy. And then we'll just get into all the topics.
Okay, big girls. This summer, we are showing the fucking fupa. We're gonna show it. Don't have your shirt all the way down like this, because it makes us look square. I don't have hips. I don't have booty. It makes us look square. Pull that shirt up. And show that fucking fupa.
There's a girl who dances showing the fupa, and I can't find her. It's a classic clip. It's called Belly Deli, and she like a very popular
That girl. And I feel like I'm that girl. And I feel like I'm that girl.
No, but it's the gunt, dog. It's the gunt. I give up. Food or Feudy Beauty? Anyway, let's get to this stuff, man. Let's get to Steve Cardenas. Let's do the Steve Cardenas shit. All right. We'll go Steve, Blake, Drakkon, and we'll do Steve, women, or Steve dating, Blake, and then we should be out of here by 10:30. Quick stream. Sorry for being short. I don't know. It's just like the energy is just down. I don't know. The Charlie Kirk stuff, which I talked about earlier. I know someone said talk about Charlie Kirk. We covered it at the very beginning of stream. Stay. Anyway, I'm not. I'm just not. I'm just not. I'm just not. I'm not. Henry should meet Austin St. John. Chili. You new here. You know, let's do it for it. Let's do it for Chili. Let's do it for Chili. I should meet Austin St. John. Give me a second. I already did. I did meet Austin St. John. What are you talking about? I feel so bad my main channel don't come up anymore. I haven't uploaded in so long. She said I should meet Austin St. John. Let's educate her. All right, I did meet Austin St. John.
5'8" at best.
There I go. There go me in Austin St. John. Boom. Absolutely, Chili. I'm gonna drop the link in about an hour. All right. If you're gonna be here for an hour, you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. All right, cool. There we go. Anywho. Damn, should I start back streaming on Twitch? If I start streaming on Twitch, my streams will look like this because Twitch don't want to see YouTube chat on there. I'm thinking about it. We'll see. Anywho, Steve Cardenas, aka Rocky, from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, has found himself in a bit of a kerfuffle.
Okay, so here's the story of how Rocky the Red Ranger tried to sleep with my wife.
Now, before we get to that, remember Steve Cardenas, who is signed to Galactic Productions or whatever. He may say he's not signed by them and they can book him on his behalf. But remember, Galactic Productions, Zachary Taylor McGinnis is the owner, right? Had this to say about Jason after he passed and gave like a half-ass apology after he got called out for it. But now Steve Cardenas is back, right? Well, apparently.
Okay, so here's the story of
this content creator, Arama 2236, ex or wife, was getting hit on by Steve Cardenas, and he's about to tell the story
of how Rocky the Red Ranger tried to sleep with my wife. So I mentioned this in the audio commentary. Shout out to Brendan. So in 2018, I think it was, I was doing press a lot for my job, press at comic conventions, for example. And at the one we go to in September, and I don't want to drop convention names, we got to meet him. He was pretty friendly and all that. We took a picture with him and all that. Cool. And then that same year in November, there's another convention we go to, and I was doing press there as well. And my wife was doing her own thing. We got to meet like Bulk and Skull and a couple other great celebrities. And I was like, well, I've met Rocky. I've done the press stuff. I'm going to go elsewhere and do something else I'm needed for. And my wife was like, cool, I'm going to walk around the show floor and I'll see what happens.
Hey, shout out to the couples who can go to conventions with their significant others and have a great time.
And again, during the summer convention, he was kind of like glanced at her a couple times. And then in the November one, he really glanced at her. But so didn't like Joey Fatone and a bunch of other people. Like, again, my wife's attractive, so she gets it, right? So
winning.
Then she goes and talks to Rocky, and he was being friendly, and then he gives her his number. And she was like, oh, that's a little weird. And that was automatically it. Red flag for her, nothing. So then, you know, later on, like, he followed her and everything on social media, and we're eating after the convention is done. It's like 11 o'clock. We're at, I want to say, Cheesecake Factory, I think. And she gets a text message. She's like, so the Red Ranger is wondering what I'm doing and what I'm up to tonight.
Bro, starving out here.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir, brother. Now you have to wonder, right? Did Rocky know she was married? Or did Steve know she was married to be doing this? Because that's a wild.
And if we don't.
A wild.
We're eating after the convention is done. It's like 11 o'clock. We're at, I want to say.
11 o'clock too at that. No one is texting what you doing tonight at 11 o'clock who just wants to chill.
Cheesecake Factory, I think. And she gets a text message. She's like, so the Red Ranger is wondering what I'm doing and what I'm up to tonight. And if we'd like to hang out. And we're just like, oh my God, Shay. And she's like, yup, complete shutout.
Shay. We got a Shay here.
Fast forward to spring, and we're at another convention, and he was there as well.
Now, we had 3 conventions where they have crossed paths, for those who are tracking it. 3 conventions.
Yeah, this was like a New England circuit. So we see him. We didn't do anything. We didn't engage or anything like that. But at the after party, there was a lot of celebrities. And again, after party, we go. I had press credentials. There was press there. So it was a fun time, right? And we see him there. And he did interact with my wife again.
Bro. Yo. At what point do you be like, hey, bro, she married? Like, I don't know if she walking around with a wedding ring. But this is like, bro, 3 times. 3 times. He has to know he married because he met the husband. So now he's just trying to go behind the husband's back and clap his wife's cheeks.
But she shut him out. And then later on, she saw that he was with this other girl. So my wife intentionally walked over. She was like, oh, hi, with his name and everything. She's talking to him. And this woman with him is just like, who are you? And like kind of just looking at my wife. And my wife goes, oh, remember last November when you gave me your phone number and you tried to sleep with me? Yeah, I wasn't really having that, but I just want to say it was very nice meeting you at the last 2 conventions.
Shit, yo, that is diabolical, man.
Diabolical.
What the fuck? Look, man, this is why you don't be code approaching women. You don't. But hey, the woman got him back.
And
right?
The girl he was with just does this and looks at him.
She probably looking at him like,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Steve. She probably call him Steven. How could you? Oh shit. Hold on, let's rewind that back.
Hi, my wife and she saw that he was with this other girl. So,
bro, the wife knew exactly what she was doing. She was there to cause problems.
My wife intentionally walked over. She was like, oh, hi, with his name and everything. She's talking to him. And this woman with him is just like, who are you? And like kind of just looking at my wife. And my wife goes, oh, remember last November when you gave me your phone number and you tried to sleep with me? Yeah, I wasn't really having that, but I just want to say it was very nice meeting you at the last 2 conventions. And the girl he was with just does this and looks at him. Because clearly it's not the first time he's done it. And that was it. It's a funny story. I have no ill will towards it or anything like that. It's nothing personal, but it just happened. Like,
bro, it ain't just happened. This is Steve Cardenas' MO, dog. I've heard so many stories about Steve Cardenas, from sending women Johnson pics to exchanging favors for autographs. These are all rumors, of course. I'm trying to, like, as I go through this, whatever you want to call me, TMZ of Power Rangers, I hear a bunch of rumors where it's just very hard to get the women to come on record and say, hey, this is what happened. Hey, he propositioned me for this or for that. Now, granted, are there some women who probably want to just sleep with him because they grew up watching him? Sure, why not? But at the same time, is he probably pursuing women like his wife at other conventions? You think his wife is so special, no slight to his wife, that's the only one that caught his attention?
Nope.
No.
If you've seen my wife, you know, okay? I wonder how I scored her, so I don't fucking know. But that's the story of how the Red Ranger tried to sleep with my wife.
Now, here is his wife. We got her.
And what?
There is his wife. She is some type of cosplayer.
Why aren't you in uniform?
Hey.
Where the white women at?
Is Steve married? I have no idea, dog. But
And why
this is the woman that Steve Cardenas, I guess,
aren't you in uniform?
was starving for.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir, brother.
I mean, it is what it is. But when we go back to this video, there are like some comments There are some comments, if you will, that I did find funny. Shout out to Dallas Tucker for at me. All right, quick. Bro, I appreciate all of the Power Ranger community who at me on stories that they know I would cover. Appreciate that. Yet another reason why Billy should have been promoted to Red Ranger after Jason left. Dude, show us the text messages. We need proof. Hey, I'm with that. Sounds like a Rocky situation. Hilarious. I'll never look at Rocky the same way again. Bruh, I'm screaming. I heard stories about Rangers. They are just the worst. Yeah, some of them are, dog. I mean, they on the road. What happens on the road stays on the road, especially if they main squeeze ain't there. So she found him, giving her his number, odd, but gave him her number, being that would be the only way he had the ability to contact her. I mean, they give each other numbers for press. It's just for press. It's not like a romantic thing. I don't code approach women. I don't know why y'all think I would do the same. I don't code approach. I literally wait until women slide in my DMs. That's it. He wanted to show her his red dragon. Hilarious. I mean, Rocky was a Red Ranger, but he wasn't really a Red Ranger, if you know what I'm saying. I think there were some good ones. And here we go right here. He asks his wife, hey, if you wonder who my wife is, blam, go check her out right there. Yep, it gets wild. But overall, man, he seemed like a great guy about it. You know, yeah, it seems like a few women. Look, yeah, seems like a few women and ones we know also had some encounters with him. So it's not just specific to his wife. There are other people who had these encounters. But this is the first one to come forward. Because like I said, I've been looking for someone to come forward.
Okay, so here's the story of how Rocky the Red Ranger tried to sleep with my wife.
Now, we don't have to listen to this again. But what do you think of this story? You think it's fair, foul, or you think Steve Cardenas is just a starving ass ninja out here?
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir, brother.
On the road. Let me know in the comments section. I'll see you in the next video. Peace. All right, we got the Rocky done. It's like 9:19. We should be done by like 10 o'clock. You know? Young Catherine Sutherland type. What? Rocky wanted to show her his dragon shield despite never having the dragon shield. Hey. I'm not that person. Ha ha ha. Steve tries to Ranger stop and pop. Yo, girl, mate. Bro. Look, man, I know like his Johnson pick is circulating out there. I saw Cayenne reposted a couple times. And I had to tell her, hey, don't be putting that shit on the server. So Cayenne, I'm sure Cayenne and Melissa, they still got the picture, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all.
I am a nasty woman.
All right, anyway. So let's talk about dating. Men getting their hearts broken. Y'all want the D report? Look at her. She got them shits bookmarked. God damn, man. Got them bookmarked, man.
Cheyenne, his little cheerleader, who used to fall asleep in the voice chat. You got a whole ass husband and a couple kids, and you falling asleep in another man's Discord like a little teddy bear in the pillow.
Like Jesus, goddamn, good, like goddamn. Goddamn, you want the D reports? Like Jesus Christ. Anyway, we'll do this, then we'll get to the Blake Foster story. He probably watching with his goofy self, him and Aaron Coney. And then we'll get the Drakkon. And then we'll get out of here. We should be done by 10 o'clock. I could be asleep by like 11. Got a big run in the morning. As my race is less than a month away. So, anyway, let's get it, man. Men, I could try to help y'all, but I can't help y'all. If you are in a relationship with a woman and you feel the urge to go through her phone, you got some options, right? If you're not going to leave her, don't even go through it. 2, if you feel like you got to go through it, you should just leave her. 3, you should never go through a woman's phone, dog. That's some bitch shit. Bitch shit.
Dude, how could you fucking cheat on me, dude? That's so.
I didn't.
That's so fucked up, bro.
See, I told you.
I did not deserve that. Dude, I did not deserve that, bro. I just wanted to be happy. Why wouldn't you just break up with me? If you wanted to go kiss another man, why wouldn't you just break up with me?
You told me if I'd let you see my goddamn phone, if I'd let you go through the pictures,
dude,
you let me talk, and you're not letting me do it. You just lied again.
How can you explain a kiss, dude?
God damn, man. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Why go through the phone, dog?
You guys are kissing.
Dude,
you guys kiss, dude. God, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid.
Yeah, good point. Look, if you gonna go through your girl phone and start crying like a little bitch, don't fucking record yourself, dog. Like, have some dignity about yourself.
Bro. God, how could I think a girl like you would ever love me or ever want to be with me, dude? I knew it.
Bro, why are you referring to your girl as dude?
God, I knew it, dude. I'm so stupid. Dude, I'm so stupid, bro. God, I just wanted to be happy, dude. I just wanted to be loved. That's all I wanted. I'm so tired of being alone, bro.
Bro, maybe this guy is better suited alone.
God, dude.
Dude, you told me that if I let you go through them, if I let you have my phone.
You're uncomfortable. You're smiling. You are smiling in it.
Look at it. Come here. Sit the fuck down.
Dude.
Sit down. Come here.
Whoa, there she go.
Here, sit down.
You're smiling. You are smiling. You are.
Sit down.
Damn, they got kids together too, or somebody got a kid. Bro, you gotta tighten up, ninja. Tighten up, man. Tighten up.
Can't. Here's your fucking phone, bro. I can't, dude.
Holy shit. Oh. Man. What the fuck? Bro, yo, Gen Z, y'all are cooked. You think it's a skit? I don't know, Ellison. Maybe. It might be a skit. I don't know. But Jesus, man, stop doing that shit. And shout out to women. The dating scene is really prostitution now. This is a great topic. This is a great topic for all my men out here who I always tell you. I tell you this all the time. All the time.
Get your money up, not your funny up.
To like high-key prostitution. Like y'all are really trying to slide it like it's not. Like, hey, I done gave you my time and my time costs. And they like, for a date? I feel like the date is the payment. Like, I feel like me taking you out to dinner, that's not enough conversation. You're like, no, I got bills to pay. I don't got time to waste. Ooh, why are you on this date? You didn't have to.
That's called a pay per meet, dog. PPM, dog. She got you on that PPM.
Accept it. You could have said no. Like, I'm not in a place in my life where I can date right now. Like, y'all will accept dates and then want a man to pay for your time. Tell me that ain't prostitution. If y'all don't quit fucking playing, if you just selling that coochie, just say that.
Let him
say this cooch for sale.
That'll just eliminate so much BS. If you a woman out here,
when I start selling pussy,
just say that. Just say that, and we could just hit up the negotiations. Just start negotiating. Hey, well, how much?
My time is for sale. Say I am a high key escort, but I want to keep it low key, because that's what y'all are giving. Women have made.
Holy shit! Cost per nut, yeah. I think I broke that down for y'all one time.
Dating into like high key prostitution. Like y'all.
I mean, it is out here. Like, Now, don't think because she's saying this shit, she ain't one of them. She ain't part of the problem. Don't think this. It's a lot of grifters out there. All right. And shout out to Ko, who says there's another truth that men refuse to take, that when she leaves you for some other idiot, he doesn't necessarily have to be better than you. She just has to think he's better than you. Hey, sometimes this is true, man. This is true. Ko is not lying. Sometimes some women think the grass is greener on the other side. And then you as a man, you have to ask yourself,
do you have the stomach to watch a girl that you really love? Do you have the stomach to watch some motherfucker that got more money than you, that's more handsome than you, that's built more better than you? Fuck your bitch for a fee.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And look, guys, if a woman leaves you and she go pursue what she thinks to be as greener pastures, do not let her come back, because she's disrespected you. And if you let her come back, you have set the standard that she could leave you and come back at any time. Remember that. But yeah, man, shout out to this woman right here, man.
Y'all are really trying to.
I mean, she's saying all the right things, but I don't see her nails done, so that maybe she not too whatchamacallit, but I do see the classic wig on her.
Slide it like it's
the classic lace wig.
Not like, hey, I done gave you my time, and my time
But she cute though.
cost. And they like, for a date, I feel like the date is the payment. Like, I feel like me taking you out to dinner, that's not enough conversation. You're like, no, I got bills to pay. I don't got time to waste. Well, why are you on this date? You didn't have to accept it. You could have said no. Like, I'm not in a place in my life where I can date right now. Like, y'all will
I mean, she cute. Most guys is gonna smash this. I don't know why y'all like thinking like
accept dates and then want a man to pay for your time. Tell me that ain't prostitution.
It is 100% prostitution. But shout out to Dust who sent me this. Right here, man. Shout out to all the women who want a good man.
Be a loyal and hardworking man!
I already sent you one, but you friend-zoned him.
Send me a loyal and hardworking man!
I already sent you one, but you friend-zoned him.
Hey, shout out to the women, friend zone and the ninjas. Holy shit, we gotta save this one. But RIP Kevin Samuels, dog. This is a philosophy I live by. I live by it. A lot of people don't know. Big Kevin Samuels fan right here. Big Kevin Samuels fan. Big one. I was crushed when he passed, and people close to me knew I was crushed. And they hit me up like, you okay? I was like, I'll be all right. But goddamn, legend. And a lot of people don't like Kevin Samuels because he thought he was like disrespectful to women. But he was really about men getting their shit together.
This problems with men today is you can't walk away. You better learn how to walk away and cut a chick off. Because if you don't, you're going to be the fool. You're going to be the one that's left a dried up husk, because when she's done what you believe, she'll walk away. But here's the thing. Guys, when you learn to walk away from a woman, you're in a position of power. Ladies, many of you don't walk away. Many of y'all just check out. Y'all ghost. Y'all leave. And I'm going to tell you right now, look at the way a woman ends her relationships. If she's the kind of woman who flakes, dips out, ghosts, leaves things, you need to know if you're dealing with a woman who can handle conflict. Why is this important? Because a woman who can't handle conflict, they run. It's either you first or relationships first. You cannot serve two masters. If it's my truth, my life, my field, my this, my that, cool, over there.
The woman you just heard crying is 27-year-old Hannah Freeman. This morning, she was on this side of the building in court, but now she's on this side in jail. Freeman was arrested in November after her ex-boyfriend called Westlake police. He said he'd been having problems with her since they broke up in April, that she'd stolen laptops and other belongings from his car, and also followed him to the middle school where he worked in a separate school district. Police cameras later confirmed her car was spotted 33 times on 19 different days at her ex's school. Here's officers confronting her.
Well, we got a complaint from him that you were in his vehicle tonight and you're harassing him and stalking him.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. Did you take some items from him last night?
Freeman was arrested on lots of charges, but this June she pled guilty to lesser ones, which brings us to her sentencing. This morning, Freeman spoke to the judge.
I regret the incident. I definitely acted out of emotion, and I regret that decision that I made that night, and I will take steps necessary to move on from this incident, and you will not see me back here again.
In the end, Judge David Mattia issued this
y'all.
sentencing.
I had to talk to my daughter. Let's go back to the Kevin Samuels clip. All right. This is some shit I live by. Hold on, my daughter's calling again. Yes. All right, sorry about that. Sorry about that. We'll just do the Kevin Samuels clip and then we'll get to the Blake Foster stuff. All right. But this is something I live by. I live by it. All right. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Let's see. Can we get it? I gotta reset it. I gotta restart it. Hold on. All right. One of the biggest problems of men today, right? This is a men thing. Men have this problem.
Biggest problems with men today is you can't walk away. You better learn how to walk away and cut a chick off. Because if you don't, you're going to be the fool. You're going to be the one that's left a dried up husk because when she's done what you believe, she'll walk away. But here's the thing. Guys, when you learn to walk away from a woman, you're in a position of power.
Facts. Facts.
Ladies, many of you don't walk away. Many of y'all just check out. Y'all ghost. Y'all leave. And I'm going to tell you right now, look at the way a woman ends her relationships. If she's the kind of woman who flakes, dips out, ghosts, leaves things, you need to know if you're dealing with a woman who can handle conflict. Why is this important? Because a woman who can't handle conflict, they run.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
Oh. It's either you first or relationships first. You cannot serve two masters. If it's my truth, my life, my field, my this, my that, cool, over there.
Put yourself first, man. Don't ever put yourself second to nobody. All right. Prioritize your happiness. And with that out the way, let's get into Blake Foster. Let's get into Blake. Now, I've been wanting to cover this business venture for quite some time, and I even hinted at it, but the person who was providing the screenshots at the time was like, no, they didn't want me to cover it or whatever. So I hinted at it, but I never fully covered it because, like I said, the person who provided this story was like, Blake Foster new business idea. Did I spell that right? I think so. All right. Now we all know Blake. Where we at? All right. Yeah, remember Blake is supposed to be suing me and posting pictures of my family and sharing pictures of my family with deranged ass people like Rican Ranger. So Hold on, let me put this in recording. Blake Foster has threatened to sue me, said he had a lawyer, found me, shared pictures of my family to his audience, shared pictures of my family with a deranged Power Ranger fan. And I've been wanting to cover this business idea of his for a while, but because of that, it's up on Blake. All right. By up, I mean I'll be covering all Blake Foster stories from here going forward, no matter how big or how small. The playlist will continue to grow with each new story as long as people have proof. Now, Blake, we know, is, I guess, now taking money to do promo. I don't know what fool is promoing on Blake Foster's page. If anybody's looking for cheaper insurance, my guy Aaron can do the job. I was paying $600 a month and now we're paying half. Hit him up, let him know I sent you to cut that insurance premium in half. Now, like, he can't even promo correctly. Like, he was paying $600 a month for what? There's so many different types of insurance out there. And I'm not going to give the guy promo that he was trying to promo, who likely paid for his promo. But anyway, now we finally got this latest business venture, if you will. And I'm using business venture very loosely because this happened in 2024. So remember, things that happened in 2014, he was just an immature kid, even though he was 29. So now we have a new business venture at, I guess he would be 39. Yo, you seem like a cool dude, man. I appreciate you always rocking with me. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, boy. Here we go. Oh, man. I don't typically invite people into my inner circle, but I'm currently looking for a partner for my new CBD company, Ukong, for some potential investors to laugh the brand I've been working on for over 2 years, Morph CBD. It's in the final stage and I've tapped almost 30K into this, bro.
Stop the cap.
First off, this is a pitch, right? He's trying to pitch you on giving him what you're about to see is $5,000. $5,000. And he can't even, now look, I know my spelling is trash, is cooked. But he says, "Ooh, King, for my new CBD company," I guess he meant looking for some potential investors to launch the brand that he's been working on for over 2 years, Morph CBD. Look, guys, do you think he has a Morph CBD out there that's owned by him and probably what, Aaron Coney CBD? I'm here to tell you, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say it's highly unlikely. But let's keep going. I see a post from Morph X CBD, but I don't see Blake Foster anywhere over this or Aaron Coney. It looks more so for a bodybuilder. But let's continue. All right. He goes on to say, "Help me out and I'll help you make some money." What? What? If I help you out, you gonna help me make some money? Okay. If not, no worries, man. I'm gonna find someone. Hey, bro, you and Aaron are really cool. And possibly, are you able to have someone email me more information? This is actually good. Hey, can you email me some more information? What does that do? That puts the onus on Blake to say, hey, sure, no problem. Here's the new information regarding my new CBD product, Morph. It's a non-disclosure. I'm just asking some close people that I know, like, what the fuck? What? It's a non-disclosure? What does that mean? You can't disclose? You mean you can ask me for money, but you can't disclose the information? Something's not adding up. Okay. He goes on to continue. Can't really share any info on it. I'm just looking for 4,800 and I'll give you that back as soon as I get money rolling back in. And also, G, kick you 5% on sales after that. Like, what? What? Bro. You already said you spent $30K in it. Why you need $4,800? You smell a scam? No shit. No shit. Oh man. Hey, once a scammer, always a scammer. Shit. Would love to help you out and be a part, but honestly, I just don't have 5K laying around right now to do that, unfortunately. I'll post and promote your new morpher on the internet and try to get people to buy. I'm sure once those sales come in, you'll get the 5K, right?
Nope.
Bro, just start selling the morphers, man. These Aaron Shonky figures, dog. I just need 4,800. Why not 4,900? Why not 4,500? Why 4,800? You short 4,800 from launching the project? Bro. Yeah, that's the original plan, but I think since the holidays, everyone's tapped. It's all love. I'm sure I'll find someone. God. Bro. Bro, man. Bro. He says, okay, cool, bet, man. All love, bro. Aaron, RJ, or Walter might, if you haven't already asked. Yeah, already asked them, minus Walt. I can't ask him, but it's all good. Why you can't ask him? Why you can't ask Walter? Because he's going to be like, yo, get the fuck out of my face. Why can't you ask Walter? Now, look, this is in January 2024. All right? January 2024. Now, you go, here's our conversation, where they say, hey, pulling stuff from 2014 is his excuse. Okay, how about 2024? Go ahead and go what you want with these, dude. Dude is such a liar. Oh, you gotta love it. And how I know this is a scam is because where is any post about this product? Dude is still out here trying to take advantage of fans. Only difference is I'm not a dumbass. Oh my God. Look, man, let him cook. Look, let him cook. Blake, you gonna comment on this too or no, Blake? What are you doing? Post my family again? Maybe that's just coming. Sad too, because I really ducked with the dude heavy, but after he got weird and any kind of conversation was transactional, I stopped hitting him up. Aaron's the same way, low key. God damn, Aaron catching strays.
You keep talking over me, then I can't answer, and why am I here then?
Feel free to post the screenshots of the chat. Just don't post the pictures of me. I just wanted to show you proof that at one point I was really effing with the boys. Jesus, Blake Foster, come to the top, dog. What's the dealio? Where's the CBD business at, guys? Look, man, any legit investment, they're going to send you an email. They're going to have pitches, products, samples, the whole 9 yards, so you can see exactly what you're investing in. They're not going to hit you up via DMs talking about how they put $30,000 into the CBD product. It's just not going to happen. And when you ask for an email, they say it's a non-disclosure. Like, he really thinks y'all are idiots, or at least his fans are. Yeah, exactly. A business plan. Maybe they'll even have a proof of concept. He may have that product in like some small shop or something, especially with it being CBD. But as far as him just coming out, hitting you up in your DMs like, hey, join my team. And then it's also sketchy as hell where he was like, yo, I can't ask him. Why can't you ask Walter? Y'all part of the same management team. Why can't you? He know you full of shit? Probably, man. I think the Rangers know what Blake Foster is all about. But, you know, they won't speak on it publicly. But privately, hey, he got to stick to whoever he went with Aaron Coney, dog. That's what it is. Whatever Aaron Coney book you, that's where you at. So let me know if you would invest in Blake Foster's new CBD product that we can't find any record or recollection of CBD Morph or Morph CBD. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace. The fuck, man. The fuck. How did the poll go? Hold on, I gotta check something. People hitting me up. What is this? Hold on. Hold on. Somebody hitting me up like right now. Okay. Hold on. What is this? Da, da, da. Bro, he keeps saying this. Aaron has become a broken record. I don't know how many times he could repost the same shit over and over and over and over again. And fans hit me up like, what do you think? Like, bro, what do you think? He said this shit a month ago, a year ago, 2 months ago. What, you know, broken record, dog. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell people, man. Oh man. It is what it is, man. I just realized you keep saying see you in the next video because you're going to use this live. And oh yeah, dog. I clipped the streams live. You're like, yo, why you saying next video? It's up and it's stuck. Exactly, Allison. Stop on these pussies. No, let me stop. Let me stop, man. Look, man. Hey, we grooving though. I feel like we grooving. It's just whenever I stream, people just be hitting me up. They be like, hey, what's up? All right, back to the dating. This story will take you out. This story will take you out. And then we can hit up whatchamacallit. Oh, snap. What is this? That was the openers. Pallet cleanse. I gotta make sure I got all the stories. Okay, I give you an option. I give y'all an option. Because I see y'all digging this relationship stuff sometime. It gets y'all chatting and thinking. Woman talking about the current stage of dating from her perspective. Or judge tries to clap single mother's cheeks after awarding her child support. Which one do you want to hear? I know y'all going. I know. I have a feeling which one you gonna select. Judge clapping single mom's cheeks after awarding her child support, or woman talking about. Look, everyone said judge. I knew y'all was gonna say judge. I knew y'all was gonna say judge, man. I knew it. And then just couldn't say judge fast enough. Oh man. Oh, software update for my car. I think we getting like Unreal Engine 5. Yo. Oh my God, man. I'm not even gonna tell you the news. All right, we definitely gonna type in the Trump, see what Trump's saying. I just don't wanna. Look, we'll get to that stuff at the end. Everyone said judge. Y'all are wild. Hey, I'm gonna get people what they want to hear though, man. If it's one thing I'm gonna do. Ninjas be starving, man. Black ninjas be starving.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir.
Some of y'all niggas will hit anything. Any goddamn thing. Anything. I just be like, bro, have some self-control, my guy. But anyway, I know, right? Who am I to talk, right? But if you only knew my life, I think y'all get like a snapshot, but not the full thing. Okay. So anyway, fucking judge. This judge is so out of line. Judge is keeping it real after getting caught in an affair. Let's hear the story.
Who is married with 2 children, admitted to an ongoing affair with 31-year-old Janine Lachey Mott, a woman he first met in his courtroom when she appeared as a complaining witness against her son's father in a child support case. But rather than recusing himself from her case after the affair began...
See, I thought he started hitting after the case was concluded, not while the case was going on. Man, it's an evil world out here.
It's an evil world we live in.
Judge McCree stayed on for an additional 6 months and admitted to discussing the case with Mott outside of the courtroom. Mott eventually reported the affair to the local media.
Got his ass. Men, stop risking your goddamn livelihood for some snatch, dog.
Now on the stand, Judge McCree tells the Judicial Commission his interest in Mott began the minute she walked into his
He about to lose his license.
Courtroom.
I confess she was an attractive, striking woman, and she caught my eye. Here's a 6 foot tall woman in stiletto heels and, all the bells and whistles. And I am setting her apart from the rank and file that come through the courtroom.
What the fuck? Bro. Complete moron. Complete moron.
When describing the looks of the typical rank and file of his docket, the judge didn't hold back.
Paragraph 76 of the complaint. You're talking about the docket from hell, filled with tatted up, overweight, half-assed, English-speaking, gap-toothed, slank hoes.
Correct.
Bro, is this a skit, yo? Is this a skit? Or is this ninja really overseeing men paying child support, man?
3 months after their initial meeting in court, Mott and Judge McCree began a sexual relationship.
I'm a middle-aged man. She was a young woman. She was pretty, and I'll admit I was excited. I don't want to say that the water came to the horse, but I must say she certainly was coming on to me with an ease that surprised me. It thrilled me.
He didn't know that she was running game on him. He didn't see that coming from a mile away.
Details of their affair were shared with the court, including that the two engaged in sexual activities in the judge's chambers.
Between May and November of 2012, did you engage in sexual conduct with Judge McCree?
Yes, I did.
Bro, she took the stand on his ass.
Numerous times?
Bro, this is A&E. I don't know if this is a skit.
Yes.
If it's a skit, it's them reenacting it.
At least twice at the Westin Hotel?
Yes.
How about Judge McCree's marital home?
Yes.
Bro, he was even reckless with it. Smashing her at the marital house, dog, in the marital bed. Oh, man.
But according to McCree, the relationship soured as Mott became more demanding of his time.
If I had a minute, she wanted an hour. If I had an hour, she wanted an afternoon. If I had an afternoon, she wanted an evening. In many of these matters, you got to tell her what she wants to hear, or she continues to sweat you.
Sweat you, dog?
Or sweat me, as was a nice but demanding woman that she was. She always wanted, the next biscuit.
Hey, give a cookie a inch, man. They'll ask for a mile. Or was it give a mouse some cookies? They gonna ask for some milk.
56-year-old McCree, who's married with 2 children.
56 years old, man. Judge, throwing his whole career away for what? 15 minutes?
Admitted to
hour max with her?
To an ongoing affair with 31-year-old
56, she 31, so he got the 25-year age gap.
Janine Lachey Mott, a woman he first met in his courtroom.
I mean, and to be fair, wink, wink.
When she appeared as a complaining witness against her son.
I think he was just excited about getting attention from a younger female.
Son's father in a child support case. But rather than recusing himself from her case after the
Ann Arbor, Michigan. Shout out to you Michigan ninjas out there.
affair began, Judge McCree stayed on for an additional 6 months and admitted to discussing the case with Mott outside of the courtroom. Mott eventually reported the affair to the local media. And now on the stand, Judge McCree tells the Judicial Commission his interest in Mott began the minute she walked into his courtroom.
I confess she was an attractive, striking woman, and she caught my eye. Here's a 6 foot.
Bro, I found the story. This is real. Shit. This is real. This is not a skit. Hell no, man. Hell no. Hold up. I found it. Detroit Free Press. Holy shit. Hold on. I'll put the article up if it comes up again. It's like some advertisement here. It's paywalled. Hold on. Like, what the hell? Why would they paywall this? Bro. Shit, look at this, y'all. Look at this. Holy shit. Bro was cooked. Sending her this shit. Oh, man. God damn, son. Got his ass. Man. Oh, man. Tenure earlier this month filed a formal complaint against McCree. He was accused of impregnating and colluding with Lachey Mott to determine the punishment delivered to her father. Bro, this is a hefty lawsuit. A hefty one. I don't know how much, but the baby daddy should be getting paid. I mean, I'm not about to read all of this, but goddamn. King entered a plea to pay $251 plus $50 past due child support, but didn't keep up with the agreed payments. McCree reviewed the case files and obtained Mott's personal phone number. The complaint says Mott contacted the judge the following day. They made a lunch date. Oh my God, bro. What? A casual lunch escalated to casual sex. Sometimes in his judicial chambers, according to the complaint, Mott gained unusual access to the court. Sometimes escorted to the employee entrance and left alone in McCree's chambers while he took the bench. Damn, he was reckless. Numerous phone calls, text messages. According to the complaint, King was scheduled to come before McCree in August due to his failure to maintain his payment arrangement. Prior to the hearing, Mott made a recommendation to McCree that King pay $2,500 or go to jail. Damn, dog. Damn, Francis trying to smash the judge. Francis want to smash the judge. God damn, boy, man.
At least I get some pussy, some dick and pussy more than you.
Oh, man. Damn. McCree, according to the complaint, sent numerous inappropriate text messages to Mott while in court on the bench, sometimes related to litigants before him. In one instance, McCree texted a derogatory comment about a relative of Monica Connors, the city council member, convicted of accepting bribes. The irony, right? The irony. McCree removed himself from Mott's case in September. He asked Mott to keep their tryst private due to a separate investigation into the judge's conduct for sending shirtless photo of himself to a bailiff. Hey, this ninja was starving.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir, brother.
Oh, man. Starving ninjas. Oh, I can't believe this is real. In October, the complaint says McCree without a request from a defense reduced the bond amount in a case for Mott's cousin who was facing legal trouble for failure to pay child support payments. Oh, man. Hey, so she giving up the box helping the family out. Oh, man. Oh, man. In November, Mott found out she was pregnant. The relationship went to shambles. On November 20th, McCree filed a stalking complaint against Mott, and investigation ensured, and Mott took the story and text messaged the Fox. That's where he messed up. She got pregnant. She got pregnant, and he wanted to hit her with stalking charges. Ninjas, man. For what? Whole career done. Ring the bell on him. Ring the bell on him, man. Clip needs to end with the Law and Order sound. According to the complaint, McCree lied to the prosecutor's office, stating that Mott attempted to blackmail him, requesting McCree pay $10,000 to have an abortion, and that McCree transferred Mott's case to another judge as soon as the relationship began. It isn't the only time Judge has found himself in this trouble for indiscretion. Oh, man. The judge was censured last year for unprofessional behavior in response to a publicized shirtless photo sent to the bailiff. Ninjas be starving, bruh.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir, brother.
Law and Order, let's... Damn. It is what it is. Ninjas, don't be out here sending unsolicited shirtless pictures to women. Dog, just focus on the women who focus on you, man. And you'll be fine. You'll be fine. But he was starving. And now his career this happened in 2013. I don't know what's his current status, but I can't imagine him still sitting on the bench after all this. Let me know what you think in the comments section, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Holy shit. Holy shit. All right, let's do the Drakkon stuff. And then I'll drop the link. Drakkon gonna take like a little bit. I want to put some stank on it. I'm gonna put the stank on it. Give me a second. Gotta look something up real quick. Man. I don't know. I'll be live tomorrow with Reality. I forget what time our interview is. She want to interview me. She could be like asking me wild ass questions, dog. I have no idea. It is what it is. All right. Oh man, I'm tired. Oh yeah, you're tomorrow. Yeah, y'all give me a lot. Y'all been getting a lot of me, man. I've been giving y'all all of me on some John Legend type shit. But it is what it is. Okay. I'm gonna try to make this quick. All right. I'm gonna try to make it quick, but it's gonna be concise. I think I need to end it with let's see. All right. I think I got it. And all right. I think I'm ready to go. You know what we really need? We need a Kyle Higgins interview. Like we need a Johnny Young Bosch, a Kyle Higgins. We need these interviews. But I think Hawkalees was supposed to put in a word for me, and then like after I asked Hawkalees to do it, I ain't heard from him since, man. You know, people get 20,000 subs and then they don't know nobody no more, man. It's an evil world we live in and shit, dog.
It's an evil world we live in.
What can I do? How do I keep it real? All right, let's go, chat. Let's go. Hold on. what happened with Lord Drakkon. Because I don't think people know. Lord Drakkon. Hopefully I spelled it right. I'm a little tired. If y'all haven't noticed. Daughter been on my heels. All right. What is this? Who's this messaging me? God damn, dog. Bro. How are y'all this fast? How are y'all this fast? How are y'all this fast? I have no idea. Why am I cross-eyed too? I know, right?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Why am I cross-eyed? Oh, happen is spelled wrong. All right, thanks. Happened. All right. What do I be doing? Dog, I don't be sending pictures of myself to no women. I'll tell you that much. I'll do that shit. Oh, man. I send videos, motherfucker. Let me stop, man. People can't separate trolling from reality sometimes. All right, let's go, guys. Do anyone, before we start, right? Why didn't Lord Drakkon happen? Why didn't Lord Drakkon happen? Why didn't Lord Drakkon happen?
The Power Ranger.
Does anyone know? Henry After Dark, other video? Dog, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Henry After Dark? All right. Aaron? Because of Aaron? Because of Aaron? No. JDF didn't want to do it? Nope.
Nope.
That's not true either. There's so much misinformation around it. And Aaron's such a slimy ass dude. All he does is post the whatchamacallit. He posts the JDF audio with no type of context. But there's a book out there that kind of details it. Hold on. Hold on. It's called How the Power Rangers right here. I want to make sure I give some shine to the author of the book. All right. So it looks like based on y'all responses in the chat, none of y'all know why Lord Drakkon didn't happen, which is fine. It's a lot of misinformation out there. People say because of Aaron. It's not because of Aaron. All right, let's start the clip. So Lord Drakkon is probably the greatest Power Ranger character that never saw live action outside of a clip that Jason David Frank did. Well, Aaron would like you to think that it was just another broken promise made to JDF. And in doing so, he also wants you to hate Kyle Higgins. And before we get into it, let's look at the Lord Drakkon trailer.
Isn't the smallest chance of victory enough of a reason for us to keep on fighting?
Now, remember, this is a trailer that Jason David Frank self-funded, right? He funded this trailer.
Let's rock it!
Commander Kruger's told me you're the best he has ever had.
Till we meet again, Hollywood pulls apart.
Destroy them!
Outfit, do we still have shields? Engines out. Activate.
Ready.
So many Rangers. So much potential. Squandered for so long.
My lord, the generals are ready. They simply await your command.
What's important to me now is my friendship with all of you.
Now, you know, this was 100% sanctioned by Saban Brands because you have Power Rangers in the background. Saban was on board with Lord Drakkon.
I don't ever want that to change.
It won't, Tommy. You'll always be one of us.
And it's time.
And it's time to be.
To set things right.
We will invade their worlds. We will tear down everything that might protect them. And then, when it's too late, when they're powerless and alone, they will realize the truth. They could have been gods.
So after seeing this, you're like, wow, this shit's so cool. Shatter Grid. Oh man, this is great. Saban Brands. Jesus. What happened? Well, here we go. Bat in the Sun. Aaron Schonke constantly reposts a certain audio. Now you look, someone says, hey, personally, I say like to say two before a movie and two after the movie. Could you ever tie in Lord Drakkon to tie everything together? Now, Aaron Schonke says, Jason hated Drakkon and wished everything was removed off the internet. No context. He felt betrayed and hated Kyle Higgins because of this. And he links audio. Now, you're like, well, Henry, this is just a one-time thing. No, it's not. He constantly links the same audio. And ironically, there was someone in my chat posting said audio. And I'm like, why are you posting an audio when I covered it? It's likely I'll put it out there. It's probably Aaron. I have no proof of this, but the person who uploaded this is likely Aaron, because why else would this guy have this audio bookmark? Why not even post what he did with Francis? Why not post Legacy of Nerd with the audio? Why always post this audio? Okay, so the Drakkon movie was all BS. We all donated to help make, and you said F the fans. Now, look, he never says that, hey, no donations were collected for Lord Drakkon because it wasn't a Kickstarter project. He never clarifies that. Danny Hoffman, there's a lot of confusion in this post of yours. Well, why don't you set the record straight, right? Nope, he's not going to do that. Jason regretted and hated Drakkon. So much behind the scenes betrayal. Our film, Legend of the White Dragon, is in the hands of our distribution team, blah, blah, blah. This, like, he's a broken record. Okay? It sounds like you are quicker to hate than to research. Also, here is Jason's audio explaining the Drakkon situation. And boom, same audio. You like, what the like, dude, now here, let's just, for shits and giggles.
Also, I think
let's play the audio so everyone who's never heard it can hear it.
it is very, very important to look at that Lord Drakkon footage. I own the digital footage. All we have to do is send a cease and desist to take it down IGN and to remove it from all necessary platforms. I own it once in my life, and we can just tell them to take it down. Also, I need Nicole you to reach out to everything that has Lord Drakkon on it. IGN, everybody that has Lord Drakkon. I want to send a letter that I own the digital rights, and they must pull it off their channel. I don't want no Lord Drakkon stuff out there.
Now, why would he say that? Right? I think the why is missing from the audio. Why would he say that? And here is a excerpt from Kyle Higgins saying, I wouldn't listen to anything someone says about how JDF felt, who wasn't JDF. You can say this is a 100% direct shot to Aaron, who always is 100% always talking JDF this and JDF that. He felt this way. JDF wanted this and he wanted that. And I'm JDF's best friend in the whole wide world and all other sorts of goofy stuff.
Nicole, I'm very, very shocked to see the Lord Drakkon Shattered Grid trailer on my channel. We discussed this a long time ago, and I don't know why it's on my freaking channel. I was going through it, and there's a lot we need to organize. Take that off. Delete the whole damn thing. Delete everything from there. I literally just watched it today from someone else's phone. I don't want to bring light to Lord Drakkon at all. I'm trying to kill that character. Everywhere I go, I'm like, sweet.
Well, it is the most popular character, but we are missing the $1 million question. Why does he want to kill Drakkon? Let's let him continue.
Legend White Dragon will kill it. So people do know. And, we could talk about stuff and be like, yeah, man, Aaron, when you came to the house, remember we talked about the Green Rangers, solo series. It's so crazy how we talked about that, this movie, they were trying to do, but just be like, we were basically the creators of that, and now we have our own thing. So, and Lord Drakkon died. I don't give a fuck about this Morphin Grid, but I just posted R.I.P. Lord Drakkon, and I will rise as the legend of the White Dragon. So it kind of rhymes. R.I.P. Lord Drakkon, I will rise as the legend of the White Dragon. Oh, that's my new poem. I gotta go. I'm gonna fight, boys. Like, me and Aaron have been fucked so many times. Aaron, you know that. You've been fucked by Boom. They're using your character design on comic books and making money off you. You know that.
Well, remember, Aaron already confirmed that he licensed the character. And I don't know how Aaron could get screwed over by redesigning IP he does not own. How? That's like him creating a Spider-Man suit and then running with it like, you didn't pay me. Like, bro, you don't own Spider-Man. It's our IP.
I really do. It's like, I can't stand Kyle just because he tried sabotaging first. I mean, I talked to him at one point, but I'm not talking to him anymore. I can't stand that dude. Hey, buddy, I just missed my flight. So I made it clear with Boom.
All right, so he can't stand Kyle. No rhyme or reason.
Offered me a signing for these books. They're doing some kind of, it's not a Kickstarter. It's like, I don't know what the hell it is, but I made it clear. I ain't signing no Drakkon books. I made it clear that I don't like Kyle Higgins. I made it very clear to Boom that we had the rights to the Green Ranger series. I also made it very clear if we ever decided to, they're screwed.
I think I don't know about that. I think, Saban still owns Drakkon, but let's continue.
But I did tell him I'm not signing Drakkon books. Anyway, just letting you know, just a heads up, but I made it very clear to him what we've done and what Kyle has stole. So I just thought I'd tell you that. It was a good chance to tell him, Yep, I'm gonna keep telling the truth. So, but yeah, I don't fuck with him. I made it very clear I don't like him, and never going to, never gonna talk to him again. He acts, they even said that Kyle just takes too much credit for shit that he shouldn't have. So, all right, buddy.
All right, Kyle takes too much credit. Now, this channel right here is JDF Protector. It has one video, and it's this one. And this is the video that Aaron links when asked about Kyle Higgins or Drakkon. He just links it, no rhyme or reason. Now, all the information that you're about to see can be found in Joshua Moore's More Phenomenal, How the Power Rangers Conquered the World. Now, this book has hundreds of stories, but the only story I really want to focus on is what happened to Lord Drakkon. Why did it never come to fruition? Now I'm going to go through this pretty quickly, and we're just going to kind of focus on the highlighted portions of it. Okay? Because that's what we need to talk about. And shout out to Deoxy, because hopefully he can cover this and go a little bit more in depth. He is our comic book extraordinaire who knows this way better than I do, and I actually wish he was covering it, not me. But I'm going to do the best I can. Now, highlighted portions are what's important. Now, if you want to read every page, feel free to pause the video and go from there. So you guys remember Brian Castini? This was the guy that Aaron would email behind JDF's back, and once JDF got wind of it, got extremely upset. The reason why he was emailing Brian Castantini is because he's a decision maker. Brian Castantini approved the general story arc, but largely encouraged Flores in the Hyper RPG casting crew. So this is like some Time Force Academy stuff, Hyperforce, or whatever you want to call it. He was the final decision maker. Now we're going to scroll all the way down, right? And we're actually going to start right here. And it says, I know I'm going to be doing a lot of reading, but I'm going to try to paraphrase as best I can. Throughout the 1990s, Hamilton Comics, then Marvel, then Image, finally Acclaim Comics, all published kid-centric Power Ranger comic books, okay? Kid-centric, as in we want stuff that little kids will watch or read. The Power Rangers' first comic came in a 16-page mini-size Hamilton book packaged with Fruit of the Loom underwear in June 1994. That book is so rare that Certified Guarantee Company only has ever graded 7 copies and only one has received a 9.8 rating. Now, pay attention, okay? Because this is where the story starts in the beginning. When Saban Brands reacquired the property, it inked a deal with Paper Cuts to create new graphic novels based on Samurai, Megaforce, and MMPR. These books, printed from 2012 to 2014, were again aimed at children who weren't buying them. All right, so we're trying to get this childlike audience, okay? When the comic license was back up for grabs in 2015, managing editor from Boom Studios, Bryce Carlson. You may know Bryce, who told Aaron to F off and they wasn't using any of his Green Emerald BS or whatever, who sent the email. I've shown those emails plenty of times. Bryce won out the pitch centered on making books for nostalgic fans. Now, when you think nostalgic fans, you're not thinking kids anymore. Kids are out the picture. Hey, we need to go with nostalgic fans. And Bryce already had an ideal writer in mind, Kyle Higgins. All right. An acquaintance with whom he'd frequently had conversations about the show and its on its page potential. Higgins, a rising star who spent the first half of 2010 writing Batman Beyond and Nightwing for DC Comics, grew up with Power Rangers falling out of the orbit around Turbo. Now, this is interesting considering how much Aaron loves Batman, and for his I guess now arch nemesis or whatever you want to call it, it's really no competition. Kyle Higgins writing the books, the comics that Aaron loves, because he's a big Batman fan. Tommy Oliver's return during Dino Thunder renewed his interest while in college. Kyle goes on to say, I would be up to 3 a.m. on a random night watching interviews from Power Morphicon and things like that. I know. Higgins said, because, you're curious, and anything that lasts that long has that lineage and legacy. There's inherently a communal component to it. All right. Now, I've showed emails where Kyle was pitching stuff or whatever to Saban, back and forth in a video, but I didn't reproduce those emails today, but let's just continue the story. Kyle says, I remember telling them, look, I'll do one more round, but at this point, if it doesn't work, I'm not going to do more. The thing that the same people might not realize is that type of work isn't paid, as in comic books. So at a certain point, as a creator, you really have to weigh the opportunity cost versus really seeing something through. Fortunately, it was a take that everyone responded to, basically saying, look, man, I'm not making no money from this ish, But I'm willing to go forward with it because, hey, you want to see your work come through. Kind of like me in streaming. You know, I'm not going to be a millionaire talking about Power Rangers, but it's some stories I just enjoy covering. And this happens to be one of them that I'm trying to shed just a little bit more light on because the misinformation out here is pretty bad. So Higgins' story planted in the MMPR era, playing on the intended audience familiarity with the characters, but giving room to stand on its own. It starts at Higgins' insistence, now with your origin, but rather the moment in time when Tommy joined the team following the Green with Evil miniseries. You're really about to see like the birth of Drakkon and how it came to be, guys. He says, watching those episodes as an adult and realizing they just fully integrate him immediately, that's where the writer brain kicks in and goes, oh, I know exactly what to do here, Higgins said. If Power Rangers is about the power of friendship, teamwork, and then I knew I wanted to explore those ideas through a slightly different lens, which was what it's like to join a team, but also having spent all his time trying to kill the Power Rangers. There's a really interesting kind of moral dilemma there to explore for a character. Higgins likens Tommy's struggle to one of LeBron James faced during his first season with Miami Heat. It took at least half the season for them to figure out how to play together. I guess. I mean, that's his opinion on LeBron James. Shout out to the GOAT. Anywho, it goes on to say, notably, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in 2016 was set in modern times. Higgins had no desire to write a book that was filling in stories with the existing shows. So here's him saying, hey, I want to do some shit that's different. I felt like if we're going to do a book set in 1993, it would have to be a pastiche very quickly because you're competing with material in such a direct way that is pretty legendary and has been around for many years and influenced and shaped a generation. It shaped all y'all guys in the chat right now. However, the books flew off the shelves and became so forward-facing that Sabron brands became more scrutinous. Now, why would they become more scrutinous? Okay. Please, I don't got time for you, Jordan, LeBron discussions. Okay. We can talk about that at the end, but Sabron brands became more scrutinous. Why? Because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what it is. Hey, we're print money, Kyle. We really don't need you messing with the money printer right now with your little stories. That's them saying, hey, keep the status quo. Hence why MMPR is still the way it is. Okay. It needed to find a way to kind of have its cake and eat it too. I started looking at it and referring to it as not a reboot, but a remix. If you squint, everything kind of fits. But if you're looking at it through the true letter of the law, of course it doesn't work with the show. None of us wanted to invalidate anything from the series. So you kind of want to run things parallel. You don't want them shits crossing over, but hey, show, book. That's my interpretation of it. When we get the Kyle Higgins interview, like probably 10 years from now, maybe we can ask about this shit. I've been a comic book reader fan for my whole life. I guess this is Kyle. As much as we love continuity, it's also an incredibly limiting factor for telling stories. That's actually true. That's why you see all these multiverses popping up, because you can break continuity with, hey, this is an alternate universe. It can be additive, but the longer I've done this, the more I've come around to the idea that continuity should be used when it's additive, but not subscribed to at all costs. Oh, you get stories like Logan. The series launched by Higgins and Indonesian artist Henry Pesetra. I'm sorry if I messed up that name. Concluded in 2024 with Flores at the helm. Higgins' contributions ended with 2 books. Okay, here we go. Get ready. The graphic novel Soul of the Dragon, a short of Old Man Tommy, story firmly set within the show's continuity, on which Jason David Frank consulted in one-shot special Shattered Grid #1, which wrapped up the first sprawling event miniseries tied to MMPR 2026. It's centered on a multiverse variant of Tommy Oliver, who we learn is the only Tommy Oliver in any universe who never eventually becomes good. Remember, after, he came from under Rita's spell, he joined MMPR. He joined the team. He joined the fold. This Tommy, Lord Drakkon, has conquered the world and killed several would-be teammates using their power coins to empower armies of ranger-like sentries. This coinless world in Lord Drakkon feature early in Higgins' run before emerging as the catalyst for an event that elicited 2 crossover episodes with the Hyperforce RPG show, multiple action figures, and a live-action teaser trailer watched by millions. All right? Let's keep it going. Frank, who played Lord Drakkon in the trailer, as well as Hyperforce, fronted the expense for most of the production, along with Ramon Palermo, Higgins' friend and visual effects guru. Saban Brands took care of costumes, props, and archival footage where you saw like the Rangers in the trailer, and even got legendary Ron Wasserman, who scored the 2.5-minute spot. We're talking about the Lord Drakkon trailer. Now, if you don't remember, Frank put up like 35,000 or something like that. And part of the deal was that because he put up the money, they gave him the rights to the Lord Drakkon action figure, right? To sell at Power Morphicon. And he made all the money back selling the figures at Power Morphicon. And even your boy Scott Zillner got in on the action and mortgaged off his goddamn house, took a mortgage out on his house to bet on the Lord Drakkon action figure, and everyone made their money back. Okay. Now, why did they do it? Why did they do Lord Drakkon? Well, according to Cal, they did it for the love of the game. Who directed the short? He says, you feel everything, not only about this character's trepidation, but resilience about what he has to do, even if he doesn't necessarily want to do it. Those levels of subtext and subtlety, I haven't seen Jason do very much. Now, he goes on to say, because obviously when this book was made, Jason David Frank was not around. I would never ever put words in Jason's mouth, but all I could say is that at the time that we made it, it was something he and I were both very proud of, and we were very much looking forward to continue working together in different ways. This is true. I showed you the guys the text message where Jason was like, yeah, we did Drakkon and Aaron's going to be mad, but Aaron got a job he got Aaron a job for directing Lionsgate or something. Maybe it was the Legend of Ninjak or some goofy stuff that, ain't see the light of day. Jason used to say it's 10 shots, it's 2 minutes long, and there's no action. And it's doing the numbers it's doing and having the impressions it's having. It all comes down to acting. And this is true, guys, because remember with Legend of the White Dragon? And he was like, hey, we don't have to do all this action. We can just do acting. And Aaron was like, no, we need these special effects to pay my man in Russia, pennies on the dollar. And who knows what happens to all their other money. Stuff like that. So this is, take it as you want it or whatever. Let's continue. So despite the 2 flops in, despite the 2 flops in 1990s, well before full-fledged superhero boom and multiplexes, Saban was eager to back movies. As in, Saban wanted to hey, we need to go in the movie direction. All right, we got this Drakkon stuff. Let's go in it. Okay. All right. Here we go. So, what did they do? You got this bomb-ass goddamn trailer out here. Look at this. 5.7 million 7 years ago. God knows how much it did on IGN. I don't know where it's at on IGN. But this trailer is doing numbers. They nailed it with no action on a less than $50,000 budget. Think about that, Aaron. And other aspiring people. Okay? So development started almost immediately after the purchase from Disney and initially revolved around the concept of a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers animated film to coexist alongside the TV show. All right. That project got far along enough to have gone through multiple concept designs and since leaked teaser trailer that indicated it would have leaned comedic in tone. But in 2012, Lionsgate president Eric Feige and producer Alison Shamor convinced Saban Brands to instead throw its weight behind a live-action film for teenagers and young adults. Lionsgate already had a writer too, Max Landis, who did goddamn Chronicle. Guys, if you haven't seen Chronicle, oh my God. Talk about a great movie that should have got a sequel. Go check it out. All right. That's all I'm going to say. All right. All parties were of the mind that the movie should morph original teens into a full-fledged characters. Modern problem, sadly. Now we're about to jump around, if I'm not mistaken. All right, cool. Now this is going to just kind of like lay a little bit of foundation, and we're going to come right back to Lord Drakkon and what really happened. As you see, everyone was on board. They were loving this shit. They're like, oh my God. Hey, it's doing great. Hey, low budget. Yeah. Let's keep it going. So he kind of flashed forward ahead. Power Rangers is doing some goofy stuff. Ninja Steel is full of fart jokes and dialogue when translated on screen. Unfortunately, made his teenage protagonist sound like toddlers. All right. Okay. Let's keep going. We're going fast forward to Ninja Steel, right? What did Haban say? This is important later. This just excerpt. When it comes to the shows and the direction of the shows, there was no one person ever making those decisions. There were multiple executives deciding to pay more attention. What you need to take away from this is think about the shows that you watch. Imagine you're like, oh, well, we got a showrunner and all this other stuff. We got writers. Yeah, we got all that shit. But it's the executives who control where the show goes and if a show gets greenlit or not. That's all I want you to remember right there, because this is going to come up in the end. Okay? Now, we got this little story about Ninja Steel. It brings back 10 former actors, this time for across every era of the show, and somewhat mirrors Legacy of Power by revolving his story around a brief kidnapping of Tommy and Oliver and a final appearance on the show. Jason David Frank also gets to play an evil android model of himself. Android Tommy helps an imminent threat, Lord Drakkon, build an army of android rangers whose powers are modeled after other kidnapped rangers who reel Tommy frees from captivity with the help of his master morpher. Incredibly cool device that allows him to cycle through all 5 of his past powers. Now, what do you want to take away from this, right? This build an army of android rangers. Where do you see that at? Lord Drakkon, right? We'll get there. What are we taking away from here? This is just an excerpt. Oh, we're getting close to it. Jesus. We're getting close. Oh, man. All the past Rangers are better served here than in Legendary Battle, and Dimensions in Danger ultimately is more impactful on the series canon despite the more intimate nature. It firmly established that some seasons exist within their own timelines and that Tommy and Catherine may end up marrying one another and have a child, JJ. Catherine, the Master Morpher, and JJ all feature prominently in Kyle's Soul of the Dragon book. Okay? That's all I want you to take away, right? That stories could have different timelines. Now, I think this is we're right here. We're right here. We're at it. We're like on the cusp. Okay? We're on the cusp. All right. In his plot, while inherently simpler, bears resemblance to that of the comic Shattered Grid storyline, which concluded close to the prime time premiere date of Dimensions in Danger, August 28th, 2018. The TV and comic book teams were soiled or solid, siloed. Sorry, siloed. God damn, I can't read, dog. I'm on my Floyd Mayweather shit right now. Siloed from one another, as when you're in a silo, you're just in your own silo and you're not looking anywhere else. For the people who don't know, from one another and on a different development timelines, though so many similarities are coincidental, right? Now remember, coincidental similarities, people are not talking to each other because they focus on their own shit. All right, and then they have been more. So the first pitch of what became Dimensions and Dagger involved multiverse version of Tommy, who stayed on Rita Repulsa's team. Saban Brand shot it down. You're like, wait, what do you mean they shot it down? That's Lord Drakkon. Well, let's get to it. We all love Shattered Grid when we read it. McClary said, we knew that when our special came out that people would probably question it. We didn't crib from Kyle Higgins, and he did not take anything from us because everyone is siloed. I mean, if you think about it, Evil Tommy is not a hard concept to come up with. Well, maybe Aaron might think you stole it or he put it in y'all head. The disappointing stuff on our end was that we came up with something that was very similar. We weren't allowed to use it and then became no one communicated with us. We didn't get to do any synergy with Shattered Grid. Our show could have been part of Shattered Grid. It could have been good to have a shot at attempting it. Basically, you want to work together, guys. You got a comic book pushing one thing and you got a show pushing something completely different. You know, kind of like if they piggyback on each other, you get this synergistic effect where it just boom, like you got the momentum from the comic, momentum from the show, and everyone wins. But when you're not working together, it is what it is. Okay. So they get past that. And next thing you know, they're greenlit Lord Drakkon. You're like, wait, what? How did we go from that? Hey, they greenlit Lord Drakkon. The special was limited to 55 minutes because of various factors involving feature film rights. Saban Brands and Lionsgate, it turns out, were pleased enough by the overall performance of Power Rangers 2017 to continue development of a sequel. You like, this don't have nothing to do with Lord Drakkon. Just hold on, it's coming. However, when Saban Brands sold the brand to Hasbro at this point, which had an existing development deal with Paramount Pictures for its properties, things got messy. So now you're about to see the water get murky. You're like, damn, they went through all that, the similarities, and now they finally get greenlit. Saban Brand sells Power Rangers to Hasbro. Hasbro like, yeah, we were happy to have it, but any movies we make got to go through Paramount Pictures. You're like, well, what about Lionsgate? They like, what about them? This is what we think of them. They cooked. They done. Everything has to go through Paramount Pictures. So this even pushed back once and always. At the time of its production, Paramount Pictures held Power Rangers film development rights, and Lionsgate maintained certain rights to the property, including story, cast, and character elements contained with the film. But it's the whatchamacallit, the film rights, the film development. Paramount trumps Lionsgate. That's how I see it. Maybe I'm wrong. So here we go. Here Kyle Higgins comes back. I consulted on a version of the sequel movie that wasn't really a sequel, but was going to be a new iteration of live action Power Rangers just after Hasbro acquired the brand, said writer Kyle Higgins. Without getting into any big details or anything, it's not a version that ultimately ended up doing, but it was pretty wild meeting. Now, I'm guessing this was Lord Drakkon, right? It had to be Drakkon, right? So it was originally supposed to be 4 executives, and a few of us who had done the comics having a roundtable discussion with the director. This is your Lord Drakkon, your Coinless series. And by the time they had the meeting, it was like 15 executives from Hasbro sitting around the boardroom. Remember, they just brought this IP. And you, Kyle and Jason, have already been greenlit Lord Drakkon, this Coinless series. And they like, hey, well, we got to sit in on this meeting. You're like, well, what could go wrong? What could go wrong? 4 executives who are familiar with the comic, and now we're at 15. So now you literally have 11 new executives who just bought Hasbro, have no idea what Drakkon is or any shit like that. So he goes on to say, very quickly, my perception was that they have no idea what they just bought. Likely true. Now we get a little snapshot of Once and Always. Once and Always ultimately feature only 2 of the 5 surviving cast members from the first season of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. In Yost, back for the first time since his unfulfilling departure in 1996 Power Ranger Zeo, and Walter Jones returning as Zack for the first time. Now, I love that they bring up Austin St. John, who returned for a cameo on Beast Morphers just a couple years earlier, was unable to travel to New Zealand after he became embroiled in a federal lawsuit charging him and co-conspirators with government pandemic loan fraud in May 2022. And I love that he agreed to a plea bargain in 2024. I just love that history is cemented for forever. You know, not the biggest Austin St. John fan, but who cares? Now, Jason David Frank and Emily Jo Johnson, for undisclosed reasons in the lead up, brain fart, didn't participate. Jason David Frank and Amy Jo didn't participate for undisclosed reasons. The latter in the lead up to the premiere indicated via social media that she never said no, but she rather didn't say yes to what she was offered. You know, Amy Jo Johnson, she wanted to direct. And they looked at her and was like, nope. No. You wanted to make a cameo? She was like, nope. No. The former, according to multiple people interviewed for this book, was on board and accounted for the script almost all the way up into the film and began in 2022. I said 2022. Sorry, guys. In March of that year, Jason David Frank expressed content over Hasbro's handling of the franchise, alleging that it cared about was selling toys, which is kind of true, man. It's true. The reason why I cared about selling toys because at the end of the day, Lord Drakkon, how much money is that going to put in their pockets versus selling the Green Ranger 1 million times over? It's a business decision. He also seemed fine letting Tommy Oliver rest and focusing on his own projects, including his self-produced film, Legend of the White Dragon, clearly influenced by Power Rangers. Why did he do that? Because it was done. There was no more Lord Drakkon. There was no Green Ranger series. Shit was done. And it wasn't because they didn't want him or because they used him. It was like new ownership. But we're about to get to it. I've done every reunion you could possibly think of, said Frank. I love the brand. I love being me. But I'm 49 and I've been 6 different Rangers and it's hard to cover my tattoos up and go back to a softer Tommy. Hasbro left a bad taste in his mouth due to the unwillingness to continue a promising project that started development under Saban Brands. So there you kind of go, guys. To go through all of that and you get greenlit by Saban Brands, but then Hasbro shuts it down. They just shut it down. They shut it down. Now, this sparked by a great response to the Shattered Grid short. Frank and Higgins received the green light to work on an adult-targeted Power Rangers series with the world of the Coinless, which is Lord Drakkon, which sought to bring back former actors under a new media SAG agreement, meaning the series would have been intended for initial exhibition via the internet or mobile platform. It's like a sad story, man. You're like, damn, he was right there. We were talking to some places that would have been really great distribution partner for it in building big over-the-top series that would have been something pretty neat, Kyle said. Everyone was very supportive and kind towards what we were doing in the books, but also what we were trying to do for the live-action project. But Hasbro acquired the brand and everything basically got put on hold and then ultimately did end up going nowhere, which is a bummer. So you look at everything that Jason David Frank went through, finally get it greenlit, and then boom, it gets sold.
Have been sold to Haim Sabin to toy maker Hasbro Inc. for $522 million in cash and stock. The brand will join the company's giant stable of toys that already includes Transformers, My Little Pony, Monopoly, and Play-Doh. Sabin, the previous owner, said, quote, Hasbro's leadership in innovation, storytelling, and brand stewardship make it the perfect company to further develop the global reach and appeal of the Power Rangers property.
That's cap.
Stop the cap.
It's big cap. You know why he sold? $522 million in his pocket. That's why he sold. Give two shits about Hasbro. He would you could replace this with like Henry Resilient's leadership. I could have bought it for $522 million, and it would have been the same thing. But what came out of it, there was a Kyle Higgins, if you will, interview. Hold on, give me a second. And it's right here, right? So what came out of it? Give me a second. All right. So Kyle Higgins does this interview for Pallet. Like this is probably the closest we ever gonna get to a Kyle Higgins interview. Because clearly Hawkalees, if you're watching, you were supposed to ask him for an interview on my behalf, and I ain't heard from Hawkalees. So go harass Hawkalees while we don't got this Kyle Higgins interview. So I'm not going to read everything. I'm kind of going to paraphrase, right? But sometimes when a door closes, one opens. You know, everything you didn't do kind of make you what you are. And sometimes it shapes your life. So Kyle Higgins, writer, Black Radiant started in some ways during my time on Power Rangers. I was starting to become exposed to more and more of the underlying material, really tokusatsu. Shout out to all you tokusatsu ninjas as a genre in general, with a focus on transforming hero. Then after I left Power Rangers, there were two story moments and ideas that directly led to Radiant Black has now become. The first was in response to something that happened towards the end of my time with Power Rangers. You're like, well, what the hell happened? After I made the Shattered Grid live action trailer with Jason David Frank, I started talking with Saban about building out a live action digital series set in the world of Coinless with Lord Drakkon and other familiar characters, including a number of former actors possibly returning. I had a plan on how to do the production union without setting precedent for the TV show, which is still non-union. It was a project that Saban was excited about, and my understanding was that it was a priority project for them. Unfortunately, though, when Hasbro brought the brand, they opted not to pursue it. And like, you have to look at Hasbro, right? They just coming off the success of Power Rangers 2017. They want to do this sequel. Do we really want to, a show for adults and a movie for teenagers? You kind of like could split the audience, and it's unfamiliar. They don't know Jason David Frank or Kyle Higgins from a can of F and paint. So from there, I started thinking about building my own kind of digital series, riffing on the idea, something akin to former Transformer heroes in a world set 200 years in the future, a mixture of dystopias. We learned in the past there had been this warrior who gained powers by way of a miniature black hole called a Radiant. But things went horribly wrong. As I built out the world, my intention shifted from live action series to doing it as a creator-owned book at Image. 6 issues, limited series sort of thing. So you look at this, right? What happened? Hey, I wanted to do Coinless. They was like, nope. No. So then that sparked him kind of like doing his own thing. Now, I'm not going to read all this stuff. If you guys want to read it, go for it. But so we're going to finish it up right here. So in thinking about what type of original superhero I wanted to create, I started to gravitate towards the transforming hero again. I felt like there was a lot of potential there, and it was easier for suspension of the disbelief. So I also knew I wanted the world to be rather reflective of our own. And then, of course, with my time on Power Rangers and learning more about Kamen Rider. Damn, Kyle was watching Kamen Rider. Yo, Kyle might be a tokusatsu ninja. And Ultraman. In Super Sentai, that felt like a natural point of inspiration. I also really liked the miniature black hole as a source of power, and I really like the name Radiant Black. And the last part goes on like this, I guess, is a piece of his life. In building out who the hero would be, I wanted to find a few touch points from my own life, feelings, experiences, reworked fears, challenges, failures. I wanted to build out a hero that would mold because I wanted him to become someone who I want to write for a really long time. I moved back to Illinois, had a bad breakup. Goddamn, got heartbroken. A trip to Europe a few years ago, what started as stopping on my way back to LA, short visit, turned into 3 months of me getting to spend time with my parents. Now as an adult, to spend time with my, now as an adult, it was really amazing. So that coupled with my own fears about money and work made the beginning of Nathan Buer, which is, I believe, like the character in Radiant Black. So in the end, what happened? To sum everything up, right? To sum it all up, Jason David Frank, Kyle Higgins were supposed to do goddamn Lord Drakkon. And they were supposed to make it into an adult version web series. Now, Aaron pushed whatever goddamn narrative he wanted to because he just hates Kyle Higgins. But in the end, what stopped it was Hasbro. That was it. Hasbro stopped it. So no matter what Jason and Kyle went through, the trials and tribulations to try to get Drakkon greenlit, even though they did get it greenlit under Saban brands, when Hasbro took over, they rung the bell on it. And I guess the shining light is, I guess, Kyle Higgins got his own IP, Radiant Black. Creators, I guess, Marcelo Costa, Kyle Higgins. And Aaron is still begging people for money to use stolen IP to generate, I guess, income for himself. So in the end, I know, got to take a shot. Lord Drakkon didn't happen. Is probably the greatest character in Power Ranger history that we would likely never see outside of, I don't even think we will see it in comic book form. So yes, Pirate Bill, it's a shame. Hasbro, worse than Disney, yes.
That's a truthful statement.
I don't know if Hasbro's worse than Disney. They were just apprehensive, you know? Just scared. Scared of the unknown, scared of taking a chance. And like if you think about it, right? If Lord Drakkon miniseries happens, there's probably no Legend of the White Dragon, and there's probably no Radiant Black, because Drakkon would have took over. And if you was paying attention, Radiant Black, some elements, Kyle Higgins was like, well, shit, that shit did whatever he pitched for Hasbro. So, or Saban, he's just like, well, fuck it. I'm a Radiant Black that ish. Or whatever, the Morphin Hero. But let me know what you guys think of the rise and fall of Lord Drakkon. Did you learn something new? Let me know in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Whew. God damn. All right, that was long, man. What web browser do I use? Chrome, dog. What web browser are you using out here, player? Sam Pierce, number 8. Chrome, dog. Yes, I did. You learned something new, Marlene? Salute, man. If one person, when I set out to do content creation, I was like, when I was just trying to help men, I was like, yo, if I could just help one man avoid divorce, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. Because that's what it's all about, man. Let me see. Anyone hit me up? Let's see. All right, I got it already. Well, I think I did good. I don't know, man. I'll see. Always. Look, man. Dude, man. Life, man, be life, and if y'all only knew. All right, y'all fools want to click the link or what? Y'all want to click the link now? Y'all want to holla at your boy? I know somebody was like, "Yo, I want to talk about Blake Foster." I was like, "Okay, you can talk about Blake Foster." I don't know, man. It's a little late. Y'all know me. It's a little late out here in these streets, player. I gotta wake up and run like 5 miles and shit. Should I do 4? I think I'm gonna just do 4. And Chad died? God damn. Sorry, y'all. I didn't know Chad died. Sorry. Had no idea. I thought maybe it just died. I think it just died. So we good. All right. Chat back up. All right. We had some good clips tonight. We had 3 good ones. We had like 4 or 5. Why is it popping up twice? That's odd. Oh. That's why. Chat didn't die. Join the stream. There I go. Now look, guys, y'all don't have to click the link, man. I can just go to sleep. Well, I won't go to sleep. I go to Discord. Upload these clips. Which clip should I go first, man? I don't know. It's like, which one gonna get the most traction? I'll probably stream this weekend too. Not Saturday. Maybe Friday. Maybe Friday night. Saturday, I got a big day. Sunday, me and my daughter, we got a big day too. We got a big day Saturday, big day Sunday, small day Friday. Just a little taekwondo action. But the link is dropped. I'll give y'all like 2 minutes. What if Rican crashes out? He probably will crash out, dog. That's why I said I'll probably stream Friday. Cover his crash out. Cover the crash out and shit, man. Maybe Friday. Y'all gonna rock with your boy Friday at like 10 o'clock. Don't lie either. Don't lie. I'm like, yeah, Henry will be there. And then I don't see y'all in the chat and shit. I'll be like, hey, what the fuck? What the fuck? Anywho, do I got any other stuff I didn't cover? Yeah, I do. Dating. We can cover dating while I wait on y'all. If y'all don't come, sweet. All right. Y'all know I'm out here in these streets and shit, man.
In these streets.
So I know a little bit about dating. Maybe I'm an expert. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not an expert. Maybe I'm capped out. Y'all can be the judge. All right. How loon will be to make what? Marlene, what the hell are you saying? What is this, Marlene? Rudy gonna be live Sunday for his birthday? Salute to you, Rudy. All right. Jay Calypso, I see you back there. Give me like 2 minutes. Let me watch this clip about this woman talking about dating. Bro, life be wild, man. I'd be like, Henry, why you so wild? I'd be like, why are you worried? Why are you worried? All right. Oh, I thought that was Aaron Shonky back there for a second. I saw Aaron. I was like, Aaron, get down. I was like, I know damn well. I know Aaron bet not click that link, boy. All right, let me run this clip and then I got you, Jay Calypso and Aaron, dog. I see y'all back there and shit, man. All right, so let's talk about dating, guys.
Social media has ruined relationships. Men are not supposed to have access.
Hold on. I want to clip
That's the truthful statement.
Let's go.
Social media has ruined relationships. Men are not supposed to have access to all these beautiful women. And women are not supposed to have access to all these rich and wealthy men. How is average Jason gonna get with average Susan when he sees all these beautiful women online and he actually thinks he has a chance, which he doesn't? And how is average Megan supposed to settle for average Austin when she thinks she have a chance with one of these top 10 men, which she doesn't?
Which she does. I think this lady is wrong, man. You think some of these super high attractive men don't be having like average women that they tag, from here and there? Absolutely, man. You look at all the chads, they be tagging foes and fives.
Do you get what I'm saying? When our grandparents had a celebrity crush, it was just a crush. But now your celebrity crush is one DM and one flight away. If you're attractive enough. Do you get what I'm saying? I have a lot of celebrity men in my DMs. I'm just not that girl. I don't care. But basically, I have access to them. You get what I'm saying? So
I mean, you have access to get clapped by them. I don't know if you got access to like be wifed by them. But social media ruined dating? Maybe some people have a warped sense of reality, like I mean, I'm not sliding in like Kim Kardashian's DMs or any shit like that. I don't think like I can smash any celebrity or whatever. It's more so you have an opportunity to communicate with them. But as far as smashing, hell no. That's not happening. I think is ruined dating for women for the most part. Because once you get flown out by some athlete, you never going back to dating regular guys. It's just not. Whereas like a regular guy, you probably have access to more women lower than you that you can hit. So I ruined it. I don't know. Changed it. Perhaps.
So it's just had made a lot of us be extremely delusional, and we think we deserve what we actually aren't worth. You get what I'm saying? An average guy thinks he needs to be with a 10, when in reality, no. And an average girl thinks she needs to be with one of these top 10 men, when in reality, no. I'm just being honest, okay?
I do think that though. The women do have that delusion. Some of them do. Not all. Some got that delusion where they're like, oh, I need him to be 6 feet, make $200,000 a year, and support me and my kids and love them like they own. And I don't want to have kids. If I do, I just want one kid, some shit like that. But what guy is making $200,000 to care for someone else's kids? Not too many. I'm sure they're out there, but
Okay, so yeah, social media has definitely made relationships harder.
I'll agree with that. Harder, because women got options out the wazoo. I mean, is a fairly attractive woman. She got celebrities in her DMs more than likely, for sure. So you regular ninjas who shooting out y'all league and bag this woman who got probably like Drake in her inbox. How are you gonna compete with that? You not. But as far as men, don't shoot out your price range, man. But anyway, let me know what you guys think, man. I'll see you next video. Peace. All right, let's bring up the people who in the Bizac. See what they gotta say.
Social media has.
I mean, let's see what this girl look like. All right, let's just show y'all. Let's just show y'all. Oh shit! Let's just show her. All right. Let's just show her. Let's just go through it. I see her on a fancy trip. Who taking this picture? I mean, she's cute. She doing the goddamn thing where she whatchamacallit? YSL. Looks like she drives a Range Rover. She look expensive. Definitely out my price range, dog. I can't afford this shit. I wouldn't even slide this chick DMs. But remember, guys, I don't slide in DMs. I only respond to women who slide in my DMs. Yeah, she monetized, dog. This is a monetized woman. She doing this goddamn thing with the bait and switch on me. Yeah, you got, she ain't messing with no broke ninja. I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she got a kid, of course. But anyway, this woman's monetized, dog. She can say all that shit like they. Oh, she can block her out. Yeah. All right. Anyway. Who gives a shit? All right. Who gives a shit? All right. Let me bring up everybody. We have a good little discussion. What the fuck is going on with my settings? Oh man, monetize women. All right, where we at? Jay Calypso. I see Strife back there too. All right. Kimmy. I gotta bring up OBS. Sorry. All right. Where we at? Scenes. StreamYard. All right. Jay Calypso, then Aaron, then Strife. What up, dog?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine, man.
Yeah. So like I was seeing, I didn't know that houses. I didn't know Shifting the Plastic was teaming up with Rican Ranger. You know you're down bad when you have to do that stuff right there. Another grown ass man teaming up with another grown ass man right there, and this is what's happening with Rican Ranger. Rican Ranger. I'm surprised how he still has the ability to film. You know, it's only a matter of time before he's in Section 8 housing right there.
Bro,
and
who said he's not in Section 8 housing right now? Who said he's not? We don't know what type of housing he is. He intentionally hides that background for a reason.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time before he gets evicted after 2 years. Now they put it up to 2 years, but the problem with him is the fact that him and Blake Foster are now posting you and your family out of all things. It's like, Blake, you could just give people the real deal or own up to it right there. And what's he do? He says he does the items thing. Oh, I found empathy at 32. It's like you do that bullshit right there, Blake. And then all of a sudden you want to act like you're JDF's best friend right there. You know, I actually felt sorry for when you were getting all that hate right there. But now all of a sudden it's like, now it seems justified with you using selling people $300 plastic morphers made out of Kim Kardashian's butt right there. Now people see who you are. And as for him teaming up with someone like Rican Ranger, I'm gonna tell him something right here. Rican lives in Section 8. Rican can't pay child support. Rican can't show love to a woman right there. Rican is old enough to be my uncle. Rican is obsessed with Henry to the point where now I'm questioning his sexuality of being a self-hating homosexual right there. Because ain't no way someone has someone like this living in their head rent-free. He's probably mad at you because you're not gay back for him. That's probably the main reason why he's that obsessed. And then the fact that he's losing all of his aspects, lost his marriage, lost the custody of the kids, and now he's living in a Peter Pan syndrome like dream, going like, I want to be a ranger. I want to be a ranger. What are you, fucking Peter Pan? You're not Peter Pan.
Let him cook. Yeah, man. You seem to be very spot on with your assessment of both Recon and Blake Foster, man.
And that's the thing. It's like of course Blake Foster's not gonna go to any of the other Rangers because none of them trust them. If they know that he's a liar, and if you know that even from the most despicable of the Rangers, I'm talking about I'm talking about ASJ. I'm talking about Karen Ashley, aka Yakub's daughter, right there with that forehead right there. How do we know that she's not from Somalia right there? I mean, it's like it's quite obvious right there. It's like, no, I am the captain now. Look at me, I am the captain. That's what she's trying to do right there with all those scams right there. That's why even the most scammiest of scammers don't trust her. And then with Steve Cardenas, I always knew something was sus with him. I wanted to see a confirmation. And with him, trying to be a fence jumper for people's marriages, it finally confirmed it right there. You love to you love to cheat on other people's wives. And obviously I'm not saying this because you're Mexican, but you're like crossing over people's marriages. And it's like, dude, you're supposed to be a ranger and this is what you do right there. I mean, but that's one thing right there. And then with Aaron obviously pretended that he had no money. He wants to pretend he is JDF's best friend. And he says that, oh, he's a cheater. But last time I checked, JDF's wife wasn't in a film called Forever Black on OnlyFans.
Holy shit. Is that true?
It sounds like something that his wife would do, knowing.
Okay. All right.
I mean, where else does he get the income from? Where else does Aaron and his wife get the income from? He wants to pretend he has no money, spends it all those houses right there, and then all of a sudden it's like your wife literally, you want to call Jason a cheater, which yes, I'm not saying that's right, but at the same time, your wife literally goes after Black Rangers. So, and we know what we mean by Black Rangers. So it's like obviously you have no room to speak.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Wow, man. Is there anything left on your chest that you want to get off?
Yeah, I would basically say right there, with Rican, get a job, put the fries in the bag, go get yourself rehabilitated, stop living your Peter Pan syndrome like dream. And then as for Blake Foster, I'll say for Blake Foster, don't be like iDubbbz who found empathy at 32 or something like that. You take the accountability right there and stop using Kim Kardashian's butt as the source of all your fake morphers. And then as for who else was on the list? As for Steve Cardenas, keep it in your pants, brother. You going after other people's wives right there. It's like, I'm telling you, you're gonna have someone go after your ass for literally fence jumping in people's marriages.
Okay. Jay Calypso, everybody, man. You came, you saw, you conquered, man. Appreciate you coming up.
Thank you so much.
All right, Jay Calypso, guys. God damn, boy. All right, now we got Aaron, not Shonky, coming to the stage.
What's up, Harry?
You tell me, man.
I'm good. How about you, man?
I'm just looking at your collection in the background, dog. You in the man cave? Where we at?
Yeah, I'm in my basement.
Okay, all right. Jesus, what's on your mind today, Aaron?
No, I just been meaning to stop by for the longest time, but I be sleep when you stream. I'm a whole unk out here. I be exhausted.
Hey, tell me about it, man.
and like I was actually streaming myself, and I was like, I wonder if he's gonna drop the link. And I was like, he dropped the link. Let me see how many people were in. Nobody was in. Like, perfect. I can actually kind of show my face for the first time. I've been
you be streaming? What's your channel?
Matt Madness Network. It's wrestling.
Matt?
Yes, Madness Network.
Madness. How you spell it? All right, Madness. Hey, you know my spelling bee.
I know it's not great.
Madness
Network. Yes.
All right, I found you.
All right, thank you.
All right, guys, go check them out. Hold on, let me. So, what's on your mind tonight, man? Madness Network.
Yeah, like I said, I just wanted to, stop by, talk about how much I love the stream. I appreciate you. I'm shocked it took you this long to call it like Blake Foster. I heard about him for years, and I couldn't. I was like, he just got to him. And,
man, he been on my list, but it's like he's so like low on the popularity. Like, who I'm going to talk about, Austin St. John or Blake Foster? You gotta weigh that ish out, man.
Yeah, and I wasn't listening live today, so I'll have to re-listen in the morning. So I'm not sure what Rican did today.
What do you think about the whole Rican Ranger saga?
So it's funny because when I found your channel, I came in probably at the perfect time because I was at the gym one night, and I think it was a Catherine Sullivan video popped up on my For You feed, and I watched it, and then a Karen Ashley video popped up about the order. I was like, I never knew what happened about the order. And then after that, like I said, it came in the perfect time. Then like the Brent shit started.
Shit.
With the leaving stuff out of context and the David Yoss, and then the Rican stuff, like really like Rican was still
okay. I might have left something out of context.
And then it's like all the stuff started happening. And then like my ass, I start seeing everything, and I'm jumping to everybody else's. Now everybody else's channels popping up on my feed with his shit. But I can't believe the stuff that comes out that guy's mouth. I really, it's crazy.
Because
like,
you got my name in your mouth.
There's like legit like laugh out loud moments that I have. Like, when he called himself Rika David Frank, and like I lost it. I could not. Then the one day he was it was a 420 when he said the comic book was coming out.
Yeah, it was.
and like I just can't. I'm just like, this is wild.
Look, man, this is the bottom of the barrel Power Ranger fandom,
Yeah,
and we deal with people like Rican, man.
yeah, that was wild, and he doesn't stop. And then you got Francis and Ray saying, "What did they lie about?" And he's just going off. He can't stop saying your name. I'm just like, what? I'm like, what is going on here?
Oh, man. Look, man, I think the funniest thing is when he said, "I'm stealing souls out here." I don't know if you saw that.
I did.
He's stealing souls. He's Shang Tsung and I'm Raiden.
Yeah. That made me laugh out loud. It really did.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was bad. I'm like, like I know you say it's brain rot, but like
it is brain rot. Sometimes
but it's funny. I'm sorry.
Once you start watching, you be like, what the fuck? It's like a dumpster fire. It just brings you in, man. You just watching the flames, like, holy shit.
And I know it's not. I know it's like your least viewed content, but like I just can't help but to click it every time. and the simple thing is, if he shuts up, then you'll shut up. It's not that hard.
I know. Like the crazy thing is, I'll be just going about my day. As soon as I log into Discord, someone like, yo, he said this about you today. I'm like, what the fuck? From sun up to sundown, and he's gonna keep doing it. He's like, I'm gonna talk about Henry for forever. I was just like, what the fuck?
And then like the sound clips that you get from him are even more better. Like those make me laugh even more. Like he's like, fuck motherfuckers, like Henry. And then when he's like, and then like he's like the whole like shoot me out the sky thing. The best part about that is like when he gets all up in the camera and like pushing his glasses up that's like the best part. It's something. It is. Look, man, brain rot, but it is hysterical.
You know the crazy thing is he's laughing. He's watching the stream right now, happy that you brought him up, man.
Well, you asked me about him. I wasn't going.
Yeah, he's happy. He's happy. He's happy when people talk about him, positive or negative. I'll just be like, bro, you cook, man. You be obsessed with me. Like women I've actually been intimate don't even think about me as much as he does. Like, let that shit sink in. Like, bro, it is what I ain't going. There's nothing I can do about it, man. I have no control about it. He's gonna be on Dust Stream tomorrow, and guess what?
Really?
Talking about me, yeah.
Oh, I guess I gotta. I guess I'm gonna see it somehow by you, or Dust will pop up on my feed or something like that. I'll see it somehow, some way.
Yeah, man. But anything else on your mind, Aaron?
No, just want to say thank you for the stream. I learned a lot from you as well. A clip is a clip is a clip. I've learned a lot from you, watching you and stuff like that. So I appreciate you.
Start clipping them goddamn wrestling streams.
I do it all the time. I was clipping while I was waiting.
There we go. A clip is Look, man.
I've learned a lot from you, so I appreciate you and stay resilient, guys.
Hey, stay resilient, y'all. Stay resilient. All right, cool. Mike Caravaco, is you on camera, dog? I see you back there. I don't know. Look, the people I don't know, you just won't come on screen if I don't see you back there on camera, dog. All right, let's just talk to Strife then.
Hey, what's up, man?
Strife, how you been, man? How's it going? You married yet?
Good. Almost. Man, it's just been busy, dude. As you can see, I'm in a new place. Just got back in the swing of content and started kind of posting clips and whatnot. So, I see you, of course, doing good work as always. So, been
doing
keeping
the
up.
Lord's work, man. The Lord's work.
I will say I did learn all that stuff about Hasbro. I didn't know anything about that. So I kind of tuned in to some of your thing. One question I had was, I caught the brief end of the Steve Cardenas stuff. What was like the TLDR?
He tried to sleep with some guy who works convention's wife 3 times.
Wow. Okay. So I'm gonna throw this.
I'm
gonna throw this out there just because back when I was in the cosplay, I've kind of told this before. Not surprised. I haven't seen him do it per se, but I've known that he at least tried to hit on like 2 or 3 people that I knew. and when he got called out for it, challenged another said friend to a fight. Over getting called out. Yeah, I think I might have talked to you about this a while back, but yeah, he I don't know if he's dating or married or anything like that, but this I almost want to say, and I could be wrong, I could be completely wrong here, but I think while he was doing this stuff back then, he was already with somebody. So I don't know if he was just just too horny or what. I don't know. It's just crazy. And I also did not expect the Blake Foster team with Rican. That was not on my bingo card. That's like the craziest thing I've seen all year.
I don't think anyone expected it, but desperate people do desperate things.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
It's crazy, man. There was something else I was going to say, but yeah, no, the Steve stuff. I'm not that surprised. I would also throw this out there too. Maybe I'm not supposed to say this, but I also know that he and Walter may have, tried to hit on fans and stuff at the same time after cons and stuff. But that's probably not.
Well, yeah, we know Walter. He's a starving ass ninja, so
yeah,
it's expected. He hits on anything with a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So not surprised. But Steve Cardenas I knew about, but it's just like finally we got a story.
Yeah.
Someone coming up with it.
Yeah, that's just crazy. Are you playing Fortnite? Because I'm like, when I was listening to your stream, I was like, kept getting killed. I was trying
I am not playing Fortnite at all. It's just life is just getting crazy. My schedule is just booked up and busy.
Yeah, no, I get that. But
did you unlock all the suits though?
Yes, I have playing Green Ranger. The only thing I'm trying to get right now for anybody that's like listening that's playing Fortnite right now, they just put out Megazord community quests. So they're gonna unlock the Megazord pretty soon for you to use as a skin if you have the battle pass. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on right now. And I kept getting close and just did not work out. But I'm always kind of repping green. I actually put out a clip I think yesterday or something like that.
Okay.
So yeah. So and every time I see a Red Ranger, I'm like, man, F you, ASJ. It's just, so
yep.
Yeah, keep up the good work as always. Appreciate you having me come up. So I will talk to you guys later.
All right, Strife. Peace.
All
right, that was Strife, everybody. That looks like everybody who wanted to come up came up. The person who was like, I'm going to come up. Like, bro, this Chili fan. I don't know who this person is, but they capped out. They capped out. I'm going to come up. Where the link? Oh, I'm going to come up tomorrow. Like, bitch, I ain't going to be streaming tomorrow. So thank you to everyone who clicked the link. I'll probably be in Discord for like, I don't know, 20 minutes. I'm like, which clip should I get out, man? Which clip should I get out? Which clip should I get out? Anyway, I thought it was a good show. I thought it was an okay show. Look, 3 hours and a half. Primarily because I was yapping when I should have just been cranking out the hits. Anywho, without that the way, guys, peace, love, happiness. Thank you for everybody who joined the stream. Like it, subscribe it. JDF Lord Drakkon. I know, man. I forgot to say that. The reason why Jason wanted Lord Drakkon gone because he was bitter that it didn't happen. It's not in the video, which sucks. That's why I think he wanted everything gone, because he was just bitter that it didn't happen. And as a result of that, he wanted everything down. And if you think about it, Lord Drakkon will be way more famous than Legend of the White Dragon ever will be. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Peace, love, happiness. Shout out to everyone who donated. I think Dust was the sponsor. Shout out to Dust. Make sure I check out Dust tomorrow. I'll be on Reality stream tomorrow. She's going to ask me anything. I don't even know what she's going to ask me. What if she try to jam me up? Should I just quit the interview? Should I rage quit and shit? I think she is, but all right. Peace, love, hugs, all that good stuff. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.